Hey, what's up, folks? Slice Some here with Slice Some Gaming, and we're live. It's time for some D&D runs. What's going to happen? I don't know. We're going to find out, though. Last time, the group ran into the man that had kind of been stuck by the little lake there and has been hiding over time. Strahd's brother, I think, is what it was. And we started to find out where this magical sword is, what's going on, how do we get it, what do we need to do, and so we're off. We're going to go running. We're going to try to figure it out. And hopefully we can get some good answers and make something happen. So let's see what happens from here. And we'll get the DM going with the backstory of what happened last time. And hip, hip, hooray. Let's see what goes. All right.
The entire forest bursts into flames.
That's canon now.
Okay. So last time, our little group of intrepid adventurers had found themselves in the did the old adage split the party. The group had arrived at the village of Krezek and had found out about mysterious goings-ons in the Abbey of Saint Markovia, just right outside the town. After gaining entrance into the town, the group made their way to the inn, did a little inquiries and a little bit of information gathering, and ended up meeting a eccentric inventor by the name of the Artificer, who had been in town just recently and had a reputation for building things. He made fast friends with the group and took a few things and made his way to the blacksmith. Meanwhile, Tyrael had managed to infiltrate the abbey while everybody else was
doing
lunch.
Normal stuff. No.
In the abbey, he ended up meeting the abbot, and a deal of some kind was struck. The other members of the group had traveled north into the town, and near the Pool of the Morning Lord, the spirit of Sergi had taken possession of a statue, allowing him to communicate from beyond to them. Revelations and information were given. Irina's original name from a past life, Tatiana, and he gave her the option to potentially surrender her spirit, and he could protect her until hopefully things would calm down. Ultimately, though, she decided that she would prefer to stay with the group and try to learn how to defend herself. Afterwards, Rocky kicked Lucy into the water.
Damn it.
It was a good call.
And she eventually flew off in a rage.
It was a
Lucy
good call.
will never forget.
It was a good call. It was a good call. You needed the bath. You were starting to stink.
Cats do not stink.
Well, you did.
So the group made their way back down to the inn, and Sylvie and Rocky decided to see if she could use a familiar to spy over the abbey walls and try to get an idea of what's going on. So the two of them made their way down, and she summoned a bat. Using the bat to travel over, she was able to eavesdrop, view things that were going on around there. The sounds of animals and other things coming out of the larger room. And in the smaller room, she flew by the window, noticing Tyrael and the abbot shaking hands. Unsure of what to do with that, she flew down further towards the gardens and actually found Esmeralda, the apprentice of Rictavio, or Van Richten as his true name was. She flew close, trying to get her attention, and Esmeralda drew her sword and killed her bat. If those of you keeping score at home, that's 2 flying rodents that she's managed to take out, between owls and that. So, things are going well. Things are going well for the familiars that work for Sylvia. So, with that, the two decided that they would head back to the inn, report findings, perhaps go to sleep. But nearly halfway there, they hear a few gunshots ringing out in the distance.
Bernard?
We got like bad.
And we will let Sylvie and Rocky take it from here.
No,
What was that?
that's a great question. Where did that even come from?
Can we determine where that came from?
Make a perception check.
Perception. Check in.
First roll of the night. First roll of the night. Oh, God.
I haven't seen. Great job. I can't say anything I haven't rolled yet, but still. Character sheet up.
Doesn't stop you.
Shut
Save
it,
us.
Lucy. Perception. Oh, yeah. Come on.
Good job.
Yeah, you need to step up your gameplay here.
Okay, so Sylvie hears it, says it, but her mind still lingers back to her poor dead bat. And
Aw.
unfortunately, yeah, she's just not quite sure as it kind of echoed over the trees. However, Rocky, he's always had a good ear for that sort of thing.
True.
He kind of looks at you. I think it's coming from the inn, is what you can tell.
Oh. It's coming from the inn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sounds that direction. You're not far from it.
Well, it sounds like we need to hustle back and get back to the inn. If I know Renard, Renard has shot a cat. I mean,
I thought they get along.
no. Well, not Lucy. He likes to kill stray cats randomly in other people's houses.
That's terrible. Let's go save it.
Yeah.
All right. So the two of you pick up the pace and make your way down the many ridges leading away from the Abbey. And across the road there, you can see the inn just kind of right on the outside of all the trees in that area there. And as you guys are kind of coming forward there, Rocky, you actually see Renard. Looks like he's up on the roof, and maybe Irina's with him.
Okay. Renard, what is going on? Was that you?
And about that time, another gunshot rings out, and probably hear a glass bottle shatter up on the roof.
Renard, what are you doing?
Yeah, I guess Renard will walk up to the side of the roof and look down and see you two. Oh, sorry, did I wake you guys?
Wake us? No, but scare everybody else here? Yes.
And
Oh,
Renard, as you kind of look around, you can see several people have come out of their homes nearby. You can see from the roof, looking around in bewilderment.
Are these guns loud? My bad.
What are you doing? Just
Go back to sleep. Nothing to see here.
Does Irina have a gun in her hand?
Yes. You don't need much perception to see that she also has a firearm in her hand. And she's kind of just looking a little sheepish as everyone's kind of staring up at her.
Oh, I see what this is. You're training Irina?
Yep. Yeah, she's not bad for a beginner.
Perhaps for now we should table the practice until we get into the forest.
or you know, maybe not in the middle of the night.
On if it's during the day, we'll have plenty of stuff to do. This is like the only time.
No, not in the middle of town. Jeez. Come on, let's go get some rest and get prepared. We've got a lot going on over the next couple days.
Oh well, she's almost out of shots. There's a couple of more.
No!
No, both of you must come down immediately so we can share what we saw. I think a party member has betrayed us.
Oh, hold on. The winged one. The one that I told you all would betray us? That one?
I'll turn to Sylvia. He did say it. I mean, he did. I mean, he did.
I mean, 80 times.
He definitely said it a couple times.
That's
Yeah.
why we gotta practice the guns.
I guess this is that moment for I was right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, again, for now though, can we get off the roof and maybe come in for just a little bit so we aren't seen as total crazy people in town?
Lucy is gonna wake up and lean out her window and throw a boot at Rocky. Hey, keep it down out there. Some of us are trying to sleep.
Really? You throw it at me? You got Renard shooting shots on the roof.
I didn't notice until you showed up.
Well, why does that not shock me? You also didn't notice the big pond you fell in earlier.
I'm gonna throw another boot at him. I don't know whose boots they are. Lucy doesn't wear boots. She's just grabbing them and throwing them.
Somebody's missing their boots currently.
And she's gonna slam the sash down. Instantly asleep again.
I'm gonna turn around once she slams the window area or whatever. I'm gonna turn around and pick up the boots that she threw at me and throw them into the window. Not hard enough to break it, just one of those knowing that it's gonna make a loud thud.
So you pick them up and you toss, and they fly through the air. The strings kind of flying in the wind, and they just hit the window there, and they kind of then slide down a little bit, kind of ricocheting off the side of the building, and then landing down into the bushes below.
Okay.
I'm gonna motion to Irina to go ahead and finish. She probably has some bullets left in her gun.
Yeah. So she kind of takes it, pops off another shot. Kind of. Let's see.
I'm gonna turn around as she shoots and I hear the boom of the gun. I'm gonna turn around and cast silence on the gun that she's using.
Okay.
Oh man, that is hella useful for future reference.
Correct. But that's a different point.
So the sound immediately disappears, like everything just goes completely white and quiet.
Scarface, what's up, brother? What happened?
She's aiming at another one of the wine bottles there, and the bullet just kind of goes like way over it there, and she's like, it's getting kind of dark. It's been pitch black the entire time.
That bullet swerved. I mean, that bottle swerved. I saw it.
Unfortunately, you can't hear her, and she can't hear you.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's probably the moment where I realized it, I guess.
Yeah.
Just disregard that. I'm just playing with it, moving things around.
How
So
many
both
bottles
of
do you think is left, DM?
kind of look at each other, and you're kind of mouthing a little bit, but there's no sound coming out.
Yeah, he figures out what's going on because he's seen Rocky do this to other people. He rubs his chin, wondering if this is useful and they should just keep practicing, or maybe this is a good time to go down.
She kind of looks at you, shrugs a little bit, and kind of motions towards the group.
He doesn't make that noise, but sort of shrugs and just motions for her to go first, like a little ladies first bow.
So she kind of looks around for the best way down. Kind of sees the rope that you had kind of used to climb up onto the roof, and
Alan,
walks
Scarface,
over, grabs
what
it,
happened?
checking to make sure it's sturdy, and starts moving down hand over hand. And after a few moments, she
How'd you
lands
get
on the
bit? What'd you
ground,
pull? What'd you
kind
do?
of dusts her clothes off a little bit there, and kind of tentatively, "Can you hear me now?"
Does that spell travel with her gun?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna slide down as well. I'm just gonna kind of put my hands on it and just slide down.
So she's spoken out, and she looks around to see if anyone acknowledges her. And then as you get down, Renard, she looks at you and, well, looks like she's saying something.
Nard looks like he's laughing.
And she looks at you like all quizzically. Then she looks over at the two of you, Rocky and Sylvie, and she kind of wiggles her fingers like in a, is this magic type way?
She can't hear me, but I'm laughing. I mean, Rocky's over there just kind of cracking up at it now.
So she kind of like just crosses her arms, kind of half angry, half like really.
I probably don't know that it's centered on the gun, so yeah, all I can do is nothing.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Renard will approach Sylvie and Rocky and just kind of motion for her to come along. Renard probably assumes they'll be walking out of that spell at any moment. We get a little more distance.
Yeah, and she's following you guys, and yeah, nobody can hear each other.
Renard continues to chuckle as he realizes it's just not going away.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it up. Are they gonna come over? Are you guys coming over to us, or?
Yeah, Phil told us we should come down and discuss this possible betrayal, so Renard is just walking up to you.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait, and I'll just wait until they get really close, and I'll let them even stand there around us, and then I'll drop it after a couple seconds.
Renard's laughter comes into earshot.
Oh, I heard that, Irina says.
Hey, I can hear me again. Whoa, you can make our guns quiet? We should do that all the time.
Yeah, we can do something like that pretty consistently.
That's really great. You know, I've always used that to mess with people before, but I never thought about the possibilities. This is amazing.
I guess it could come in handy. I mean,
we can kill people quietly.
That's true.
Yep, I like it. So, yeah, Irina here thought she'd try her hand at squeezing off a few rounds. At least one wine bottle suffered her wrath. We'll get there.
Nice.
So, we're being betrayed?
Right. We used one of my familiars to spy on the Abbey, and not only did we see the abbot shaking hands with Tyrael, in that same room where they were was a woman who appeared injured or spellbound or something. She wasn't moving. She looked afraid, from what I can gather. But we also found my foolhardy friend who Rocky messaged, and she said she was fine. She didn't need help, but I think she was going in there by herself.
She's gonna get way over her head.
So you saw him shaking hands, but that's it?
Well, yes, that's it. I couldn't hear what was being said, but judging what we know about this abbot, he's not such a great guy if he's making monsters. And Tyrael was shaking his hand. Unless it's a ruse.
Tyrael's not a rude kind of guy. He's also not usually the kind of guy that lets monsters live. So that's weird.
Maybe that abbot is good at convincing him that he's a holy person or something.
Maybe. That seems like it, but...
Or maybe he was charmed or enthralled by magic.
His intellect's too low for that. I just don't I don't understand why Tyrael would charge in and kill those things on sight. Something weird happened in there.
Should we wait until everyone wakes up and we have a night's sleep, or go now?
I'm not gonna be able to get a good night's sleep, considering Tyrael knows where we are, sort of. He knows we're here anyway, maybe not specifically where we are at this exact moment, but I don't know.
You know him better than all of us, so you tell us.
How did you meet him? Did he tell you anything about why he's here?
Well, once upon a time, when two men locked eyes in a misty forest, there was a great admiration amongst two of them. And then the one tried to kill the other, as my understanding is. I think, isn't that how you told me that, Renard?
At least half of that is probably true.
Ah, well, that was pretty close.
Yeah, I don't know. We met by chance. We were with a whole group of people that came through the mist back in the other group. We didn't really know each other. He tried to kill me 2 seconds after seeing me because you can't tell a wolf from a fox, and apparently hates wolves. So, yeah, I don't know. Beyond that, the only mission statement he ever gave is, "I am Paladin, I kill evil things." So, this seems to go against his mission statement. I don't know.
I guess we could wake up the other party members and see what they think.
No, most of them get pretty pissy when you wake them up. I don't know. I almost say we bed down here, maybe back up on the roof, and we can watch. I mean, we don't normally have to keep watch at the end, but who knows what's gonna happen next.
And I suppose we're supposed to meet with that artificer, right?
Yeah, he said meet with him tonight, but I'm hoping meet with him tomorrow morning is what he really meant.
Tonight?
He said, that's when he's in. He said meet him at the blacksmith tonight. I don't know how long he hangs out at the blacksmith, but I was thinking he probably meant the morning.
Why did I not catch the part of tonight?
Maybe you were drunk. Can't hold your wine as well as some of us can.
Don't think that was it. Weird. Oh well. Either way, we probably need to figure out what's going on there. And if we need to meet him, I think that's probably pretty important.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to meet up with him again for sure. That guy was, I don't know, a little slice of home. Well, you want a blacksmith tonight and see if he's still there, or you want to bed down and keep watch here in case the crazy guy shows up with who knows what?
I say let's turn around and go see what we've got. I mean, I don't want to miss our opportunity.
Should we what?
Wake the others?
I ain't trying to wake the others, but
I think we should.
Yeah, go wake up Lucy, Rocky.
I got Lucy.
Great.
You guys get the rest.
Nope, I ain't waking up nobody.
I will get Dran.
Waking up Ginger and Lucy is hazardous to your health, and I don't even know that other guy.
Nope, but I got Lucy. All right. Deal. So,
All right, I'll be out here. If you don't come back, I'll assume she killed you.
that's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. Okay. With that, I'll head in towards to the hotel. Sylvia,
Okay.
you say you're getting the other ones?
they're all bedding together in a room, or
Like a pile. Who is it? It's Ginger, Lucy, and Dran.
yeah.
What were our accommodations that that Lucy acquired?
You guys have 2 rooms to split between the group.
Lucy is surprisingly in the same room where Dran is. Dran? Am I too Midwestern? Dran.
There's some Dran up in her.
Yeah.
For Ginger, then.
She is actually also in the room with Lucy and Dran.
Well, dadgummit, then I'll just follow Rocky like a dummy.
Well, let's not call it for what it is. Relax. Don't call yourself.
Yeah, so the 3 of them all just decided to go to the same room, and the rest of you guys have all been outside. So 3 outside, 3 inside, 1 somewhere else.
Okay. I'm heading up to the door and I'll knock a little.
I'm sorry, which door are you knocking on? Oh, the door that they're in.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay,
go
sorry.
knock on it. Lucy! Like a loud whisper. Lucy! You dropped these boots outside.
I don't own any boots.
Well, you dropped them.
5 more minutes.
Yeah, where did you get boots from?
They're probably your
Uh,
boots. Do you have
Okay, they're
boots? No.
mine or yours.
They're Ginger's boots.
They're Gingers.
That probably makes sense. Ginger, you look around and you see that your boots are indeed missing.
I thought my feet felt cold.
Lucy,
What?
I have your boots.
I told you, I don't know what you're talking about.
You threw these boots at me.
I have no recollection of this event. What are you even doing in the hallway? You're being weird, Rocky.
We have to go to the blacksmith, remember?
Lucy's gonna look out the window. Is the sun up yet? Is it nighttime?
It is not. It's still, by your best guesstimation, maybe 3, 4 in the morning?
Did Lucy get a lawn rest?
I'm sorry. I take that back. I take that back, guys. I apologize. That's not what time of day it is. You guys barely got any rest. I'm sorry. I'm checking my notes here. It was almost dark when you guys finished up with the pool, and you guys made it back, and they went over there. So I mean, honestly, it's like 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna say it
it's-
should be
it's
early
not-
still.
Yeah, it's not even hit midnight. Sorry. Looked at my notes wrong. So you've maybe been asleep for an hour tops. So no short or long rest really.
Hey, Dragon, do me a favor. Get rid of that guy out there.
Dran's passed out.
I take that back. You guys have had a short rest, just not a long rest. Excuse me.
Dude's got a passive perception of 10. He doesn't know what the hell's going on right now.
I'm gonna jump on him. Classic cat, jump on your chest.
Biscuits on his chest.
So Dran, you're kind of like halfway asleep, halfway awake, somewhere in the middle there. There's been a ton of noise going around, but you've done a good job blocking it out. And you suddenly have the wind knocked out of you just a little bit as you feel something laying on your chest.
Well, at that point, he's gonna bolt upright, flame, getting ready to breathe fire, staring around, figuring out what's going on.
As you bolt upright, Lucy, you kind of fall backwards, kind of laying backwards with your tail and feet up in the air. Your feet kind of whack him in the face a little bit.
What? Lucy was ready for that. Classic cat, she's just sitting off to the side and looking away like she had nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay. My apologies. In that case, exactly what you said there.
She'll lick her paw. Meow. Is Rocky still pounding on the door?
I'm
I
not
guess
bad. I'm just
you're knocking.
I was
gently.
knocking nicely.
Yeah, you still hear like a loud whisper outside.
Lucy, You're really slowing us down.
Hey, Dragon, if you're awake, go see what that weirdo wants.
That is not nice to say.
Rand growls at Lucy and just opens the door.
Oh, hi, stranger I don't really know. Lucy, here's your boots, and I'm going to throw the boots back at her again. And we got to go meet that crafty guy, an artificier.
Ginger, aren't these your boots? How did Rocky get them?
What? Do it with my boot.
Did he steal your boots?
You threw them at me. You literally opened the window, threw the boots at me, and told me to be quiet.
You think I woke up from sleep to take off Ginger's boots, open a window, and then throw her boots out the window? What kind of monster do you think I am?
Do you really want that answer?
I'm just gonna put my boots back on.
Friends. Now, we have some very, very tragic news to discuss.
Where's Renard?
Outside, waiting on us, Lucy.
Oh, good. I thought that was your tragic news.
We'll talk and walk. Basically, Tyrael might be betraying us.
Oh, so, like, we gotta go now?
Yes. I heard there's bacon at the blacksmith shop, though.
Oh, okay, I'm in.
All right.
Treacherous bacon rumors.
I'll lean over to Sylvia. There's really no bacon.
There better be bacon. It'll cost you, Rocky.
I'm just telling you what I heard. I can or cannot confirm until we get there, obviously, but you know.
So I'll tell them as we walk everything that I told Renard and.
Okay. So she kind of just explains everything that had kind of transpired out there from earlier. So now you guys are kind of all up to speed on the same page.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Ugh.
We're all caught up.
Who is this guy again? And we have to go in there to get him?
Who?
Do we
Tyrael?
have to?
Yeah, the quiet one.
I mean, I'm not really connected to him in any way, shape, form, or fashion, so.
Okay. Are we going... Why are we going into the Abbey again?
No, we're going to the blacksmith.
Oh. But into the blacksmith to get into the Abbey, right?
Yeah, but that's a different point.
Does anyone have a way to remove curses or charms from people?
I mean, I can.
I can dispel magic.
I think I have full-on dispel curse, I think.
I
Why?
didn't get a rest. I have a big stick.
Alright, so what are we thinking?
Wait, are we still... time out. Are we still down from our fight against the hag?
Yes.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Time in.
You guys have had a short rest, so if there's anything you could have done to prepare yourselves in that capacity.
I may have prematurely adjusted my spell slots. Now I have to remember what happened.
Dirty dog.
Well, actually, hold on. So you guys fought in the morning. You would have had, whatever abilities you used. Yeah, you just would have had a short rest. So wherever you would be at from then, because even though you guys traveled out, you still were traveling. You guys were moving and such. So
Okay.
I had to think about that for a minute.
Okay.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
Right?
Yeah. So, we're all pretty burnt up. I mean, at this point, we need to meet and then get back and get some rest. So.
Sounds good. He was gonna find us a way to get in, I think.
Oh, yeah. We were going to make something turn into something. I don't remember what was turned into what, but something was turned into something.
I'll find out, I guess. Let's go.
All right. So, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you file out into the streets and begin to make your way down. Making your way down the street, kind of going that way. You can see a couple guards still kind of on patrol, kind of wandering around, and a couple of them kind of attach you guys a sidelong glance, kind of like, what are you guys doing out this late? But nobody really makes any move to block you or question you as far as that goes. The blacksmith's is pretty distinguishable. It's exactly as you would expect it from this type of era. Kind of like a thatch roof, and you can see that there on the outside, you can see there's smoke kind of coming from a chimney that's kind of built off to the side of it. In the courtyard around it, you can see that there's an anvil, there's some little basins of water that can be poured into it. So exactly what you'd expect, kind of walking up towards that direction there. And you do hear some noise coming from inside of the building off to the left.
Okay.
Knock on the door. If it's shut, or is it just like an open place?
So just kind of looking at it, you can see there's like a main, like a living quarters, you would assume, and then you can see to the side more of a open area there where you can kind of like walk under an overhang towards the backyard.
The noise inside seems like or outside.
You feel like it's coming from around and outside.
I'll just walk around toward the noise.
So you are making your way across and around there, and you can see that there is the artificer, and he is hard at work. You can see he's taken off his coat, and it's laying on a chair nearby, and you see he's got a long table there. He's got a long table, and you can see that he has the mirror, your mirror, Renard. It's actually between, kind of being held, pinched between two little clamps, each being suspended. You can see that he's kind of walking back and forth in front of it. Then he wanders around. He kind of stops, looks at it. Oh, I'm so good, he kind of says to himself, kind of walks back around to the other side, walks back in front of it again. So you're just kind of watching him do this repeatedly.
Hey, Artie!
Shh, shh, shh. He holds up a finger, not looking at you, just kind of throwing it behind him, not looking at you.
I will freeze in place.
Don't move. Don't blink. You can blink.
Is there anyone else there?
Just a quick glance around. You only see him there, outside.
Kind of artificer doesn't have a companion.
I'm trying to be his companion right now.
There's no blacksmith there, though?
Not that you notice.
It's not good for the artificer to be alone.
One sec, guys.
Rocky,
Yeah.
I need you to send me a description of your character when you get a chance.
I forgot I was supposed to look that up for you, wasn't I?
Yes, please.
My bad.
Skin tone, bald hair, all that good shit. Just come up with a description, what kind of armor he's wearing. You know he has Warhammer.
Like, that's so much description? Okay.
I'm back. Sorry, guys. So he's kind of like poised, kind of like on one foot. Then he steps forward again, and he kind of turns back around. Are you guys early or late?
We are perfectly on time.
I don't think we ever know the difference.
We arrive exactly when we mean to?
Ha! Yes, perfect. And he kind of claps his hands together.
Anyway, the important thing is that we're all here now.
The complete party.
Dun, dun,
Every
dun.
single one of us, except that one guy.
Kind of looks around and sees all of you out there. Quite the crowd. Well, right, so. Ta-da! He takes the mirror off of the little stand he's made for it. All right, so, take a look. He throws it to you.
All right. What we got here?
And concentrate. Think of something, someone. Who are you thinking of?
Strahd.
Ooh, scary. Look in the mirror.
I look in the mirror.
Everyone around you sees Strahd looking at a mirror.
Wait, everybody sees Strahd looking at the mirror or looking
It looks as if
You see Strahd holding a mirror in front of you
Do
guys.
I realize what they see?
Wait. So Renard looks like Strahd?
Yes, as you look
Okay.
in the mirror, you see Strahd's face, Renard.
All right,
we-
I will start with a joke after seeing him.
Someone's casting Sacred Flame at you.
make him save. Make him save.
Oh, that was 100% on purpose. He already popped up on me once.
Okay, make a dex save. Okay. So you're looking at the mirror, you're like, ah! And then you see this burst of flaming energy just coming right towards you. And you see it coming like in the corner of the mirror there. He takes half damage, is that correct if he saves?
Yes.
Okay, so the radiant flame just sears towards you and it catches your backside as you jump
he
forward.
takes no damage.
Oh, it's no damage, he completely dodges it?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
cantrip. He takes no
Okay.
damage.
Oh, I see. Sorry. So it just blasts past you, and as you just narrowly avoid it, as it just kind of touches just the barest off of your backside, you can kind of feel it kind of go by. You feel the warmth of it as it slams into the wall nearby. Hey ho! Be careful there. This place is rented.
I'm gonna turn around and point my gun at him and say, the new guy's always trying to kill me every time.
Lucy is.
And as he does so, the image of Strahd disappears.
Lucy's gonna yell, I want to turn! She's gonna run up and grab the mirror.
I knew it. He came here with Tyrael. He's a psycho too. He's just like him. Freaking paladins. They can't be trusted.
Right, I saw Strahd. The last time I saw him, he was killing everybody. He came out of nowhere just like that.
Yeah, well, a second ago you saw me. I mean, use some logic. What's wrong with you?
Vampires are shapeshifters.
Huh? He's got you there. He elbows you, Renard.
Hey, maybe Dragonborn have like goldfish memories or something.
Goldfish memories. I love it. I love it. Yes, take a go, Luce.
Lucy's gonna turn into Rocky.
Careful, Mercy. He'll kill you.
All right.
Look at me, I'm Rocky. I think I'm so great.
I'm gonna look at her and go, must be thinking about me.
Dang it. She's gonna hand the mirror back.
Does she look like Rocky to everyone else?
Just in
Yes,
the mirror.
and everybody that sees when you see everybody sees her, whoever holds the mirror and looks at it, not only sees themselves in the mirror as whatever they're picturing, but they take on an illusion of that as well.
Ah, okay. In that case,
Lucy's gonna hand the mirror back.
Oh boy.
Sad.
There's two of them.
when she walks over towards me. Aw, I didn't know you thought about me so much. You're such a good kitty.
So, here's the thing. That mirror right there, I've kind of reverse engineered the enchantment, if you will. It no longer does whatever it was supposed to do. I've done away with all that. Now, it casts a minor illusion spell upon anyone that looks in the mirror. Now, having said that, you must keep concentration, for if you lose it, you'll lose your grip on the spell.
Is so much cooler than what it used to do.
Yeah, and I don't think Strahd can see you anymore through it as well. I've completely dispelled all of the magic on it and placed my own. However, that is a very powerful enchantment that was laid upon the actual mirror itself. It's basically indestructible.
Who's holding the mirror right now?
I gave it back to you, Renard.
Oh, thanks. This is really great.
Do you think this will help us get into the Abbey?
Are you asking me or them?
I'm
Because
asking you,
Most
sir.
certainly will. How could it not? Why, toss it here.
And here you go. Toss it to him.
Catches
It's
it deftly.
indestructible.
Look at me! I'm the abbot. And he does.
So it can work on more than one person? We pass it around?
Is this what the abbot always wanted? To make out with himself? Or am I not getting it?
Right. So, anyway. The mirror... Only one person can use it at a time. Unfortunately. There's a limit to its power. But, having said that... I guess in theory, one could go through and throw it over the wall and catch it and go again. Or perhaps one of you was taking prisoners. I'm not really sure. I haven't quite thought that part out. I was just pleased with what I'd come up with.
I'm sure we can figure it out.
Yeah, you're all a smart lot and quick-witted and quick throwing fireballs at people that were obviously someone else a moment ago.
Yeah, thank you. Somebody gets it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem at all.
I'd say at least one out of us should figure it out.
Yeah, gonna be me, thanks. I'll walk over and take the mirror back. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I don't know how to repay you for something like this.
Please. If I don't do this for money. I do it for the mere joy of seeing what happens.
Do you, by chance, also appraise equipment?
I can do probably just about anything you need me to do, luck would have it. What do you need me to appraise?
Can you look at this rapier for me? The one from the Burgermeister.
He looks it over. You looking to sell it?
I was hoping to trade mine out for it. You could have my old one. It might be a little dirty.
Okay, wait. So you're going to trade your old one out for the one that you found? I'm sorry. What do you mean?
Yeah. I think the old one went through.
Ran.
Ran.
She uses to stab him in the heart. She's wanting to sell her old one, but she's
Yeah, I
wanting
want to
somebody
get rid
to
of my
tell
old
her.
one and use the new one.
Okay, so you're wanting to sell him your old rapier and
Yeah.
keep the new one.
I mean, I don't care if he buys it or not. I would just give it to him.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah. Here's a gold, and he just throws you a gold out of his pocket.
Oh, well, thanks.
Hey, yes, of course. He kind of looks at the blade, lays it down on the table nearby. Right. So that mirror is your ticket into the Abbey. What else? Yes. I'm still working on something as well, Renard. Perhaps I'll have it ready by morning, perhaps later in the afternoon, at some point. I don't know if I actually sleep much, but not when there's tinkering to be done.
Yeah. Do you mind if I stay and help out?
Are you a night owl or a night fox?
Whatever gets the job done.
Sure, I'm sure we could come up with something together.
Sounds good to me. It's not very often I run into a fellow tinkerer.
Oh, are you an artisan as well?
Well, not an artificer per se, but hey, these guns I got, made them myself. They shoot bullets and everything.
Not usually big on firearms, but I can appreciate when it's time to use one.
Didn't somebody else say that their guns shoot like magic stuff? So does that really make you much of a tinkerer there, Foxy? Yeah, wasn't it?
Magic stuff?
I could have swore maybe old Tinkerer over here himself was talking about shooting magic bullets.
In Eberron, there are such things.
Yeah, I mean, there's magic guns, but I ain't got one. I got the old-fashioned kind that I made with my tinker tools. You've seen me whip those out a time or two, or I don't know, maybe you got rocks in your head.
Wow, so mean.
Unfortunately, we don't have the materials on hand to create such things. However, perhaps an upgrade could be arranged in order.
Sorry, Stilts, I get crabby when I'm sober. So...
And let me see here. Looks at all of you. So, what kind of weapons do all of you use?
I'll pull out my Warhammer. Right here, baby.
Excellently well crafted. Where did it come from? Did you make it yourself?
Nope. Took it off a situation back in my hometown when I was traveling. That's what I decided to start traveling around and decided it was time to help out and do some good.
Let's see. He looks around and what have you, Dran? Oh, he looks down at Ginger as she speaks up. You also use firearms, I see. To think, I would have thought that this Barovia was so backwater, no one would have such things.
You know, Ginger, I never thought to ask, but, where'd you get your gun? You build it yourself, or, lift it off somebody?
Wow, I think you called Ginger a thief.
No. You killed. You can't steal from the dead.
Rocky, we know that.
Huh. A proprietor of secrets. Yes.
Dead men tell no tales.
All right. So you got that. I got a couple guns, and
I loudly drop my greatsword in the road.
Ooh. Swinger of big blades. And what about you, the tall, pretty one, the elf girl? Sylvie, was it?
Yes, you remembered. My hands are my weapons, but I also use a staff.
And those looks are her weapons. Hello.
She looks at him kind of like not understanding.
Elves.
Smooth, real smooth. Artificer kind of elbows you, Rocky.
It's a shame. It's a shame. I'm gonna shake my head and look at the officer. You got it right. I mean, you and I are on
not much gets past me.
Yeah.
And he kind of reaches into his pocket and takes out his wand. The tip kind of lightly glows blue as he kind of twirls it around his fingers after a moment. All right then, Renard. Perhaps we can help both you and your friends.
Yeah, I'm game. Let's do this.
All right. Well, might I propose the rest of you get some rest. The two of us will go to work.
Wait. My weapon. And then Lucy jumps up on the anvil, pulls out her ukulele, and starts playing the greatest song in the world. It's music!
Is that the greatest song in the world?
Greatest song in the world. What's the greatest song in the world?
I recognize that anywhere.
Such a good
It's the
jam.
greatest song. Yes. Very well then. Perfection. Lucy,
Yeah?
leave me your instrument.
Sweet. It's okay, I got a backup. And she pats her flute.
Didn't you take that off like a dead guy's corpse or something?
Yeah, our very good friend, dead guy.
That's what I thought.
No, I took it off a dead guy's corpse. Gave it to her.
Either way, creepy.
Hey, you got the dead guy's money. That's creepier. No sentimental value there.
Sir Artificer,
Oh, sorry.
Lucy, let the lady talk, please.
Yes.
I was just going to ask, you had mentioned earlier perhaps a way to get out of this realm, and our friend Irina is sort of a target for Strahd in this realm from his insane obsession. Would you have a way to take Irina with you when you leave, if she was willing?
He kind of wanders over there towards Irina, kind of walks around her a couple times. She would do nicely. I would be happy to take her with me if she so desires. And Irina kind of looks at all of you. Why are you all trying to get rid of me? And this guy is weird.
Yeah, good question. Like every 5 minutes, they try to dump you somewhere.
I'm not to be babysat.
That's not what Renard said to us whenever we were all alone. Something about not taking his eyes off of you. And
Says the guy with rocks for brains.
Am I permitted to shoot this at him? She kind of holds out that gun that you gave her.
Yeah,
Hey,
go for it.
it's yours now.
Whoa!
You're made of, like, rocks, right? Didn't we just determine that? I'm sure it'll
No.
be fine.
No.
It'll be good practice. And I start to raise Irina's arm.
Yeah, I mean, you did interrupt her practice. She does need a little more. She'll probably miss though, so 90% chance you're okay.
All right then. So, having said that, you guys go to Rocky, and I am Renard, and he grabs you by the scruff of the back of your neck, Renard.
Whoa!
We'll get to work because I have things to do, and you've all caught me at a good time. Let's get this over with, shall we? Come on, we're gonna have a montage. And he just drags you across, out of view from the others.
Bye.
Arena kind of looks at all of you. Okay, let me get something straight, guys. To you. I'm not going anywhere, alright? I plan to see this through. Stop trying to palm me off with every weirdo dude that pops out of a statue or walks out behind a blacksmith's house. I'm done with that. I'm gonna figure this out. And she kind of holds that gun, and she kind of messes with the lever on the top of it. I'm gonna figure this out.
Right. Now, maybe not guys popping out of statues, maybe not weirdos here and there, but how do you feel about guys I'm going to hold my hand up about however tall Renard is. Kind of furry, great cuddlers, I would imagine. Not always the best at talking and kind of rude sometimes. Might kill animals on accident, but...
Are you in grade school? Renard and I are friends, nothing more.
Oh.
Who on earth would be thinking of romantic entanglements with such things? The soul of our world is literally on the line here.
Right. Yeah,
I liked you better when you didn't talk as much.
Well, I was just asking for our friend. I won't mention any names. I've got to go back and go to sleep, though. It is getting late. Rocky's going to turn around. Come on, Lucy. Let's go. Somebody's crabby.
I apologize, Irina. I was just thinking of your safety, and honestly, if you want to stay and fight against whatever this is, I'm with you. But you're on the right track with getting some defense skills under your belt. Do you happen to have any magical skill at all?
If I do, I've never tried to figure it out. But hey, haven't I been like reincarnated like 10 times? Maybe I was a wizard in a past life.
That could be. Maybe experiment a little.
Oh.
Maybe.
That's what I thought. The old college try.
Rocky will turn around.
Yes, we are like 5 years old.
So
Was that
do
a
you
question?
maybe
Tell me
mean...
that.
No, never mind. I'm just going to turn around and go back and start walking after she says that. I think I would have gotten in trouble if I said that, Lucy. I think I would have gotten in trouble.
Lucy's just gonna ignore you until the end of time.
All right. So your group then begins to make your way back towards the inn. Some keeping their distance more than others from individuals. You guys find your rooms open, easily able to go in and get some rest. Get a long rest. You probably are going to need it. So, meanwhile, back at the blacksmith's. So, what should we do?
You know, I was just thinking, anybody uses that mirror to accidentally look like Strahd or a werewolf, even for a second, and somebody in our group is gonna try to freaking murder him to death.
Yeah. Cool trick, though, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, I am super impressed with this thing. Renard will pick it up, spin it, drop it down in his pocket. And the best part is, I mean, like you said, throwing it over the wall, if we want, it doesn't break. This thing is great.
Yeah. So, it's awesome. And, just want to let you know something.
Yeah?
It's a magic mirror, right? Right? Get it? Magic mirror. So, it technically has to recharge. He kind of makes quote marks in the air.
Huh. All right. So it only works for a little while. Gotta let it rest.
Right, exactly. So, by my best calculations, you should be able to get 3 to 4 uses out of it per day on average. I say 3 to 4 because I made it in a hurry. Hopefully closer to 4. Maybe if the person's small like you, it only counts as half.
Oh, luckily, we got a lot of small people. But
Yeah.
some big ones too, I guess. Do they use more?
You know, I'll be honest with you, I may be talking a bit out of my ass.
I do that all the time.
My thought process is plan on 3, but maybe 4 will work. Haven't tried it much yet.
All right, 3 to 4. Noted.
Oh, and it can be dispelled with Dispel Magic.
Yeah.
It's just a cantrip.
It's the coolest magic mirror I've ever had.
Could come in quite a bit of handiness. Now, the rest of them. So, we need to make a gun for you, gun for Ginger, and the others need some help as well, it seems.
Well, knowing Ginger like I do, she's a stealthy, murdery type. I mean, maybe you're not into that, but that's definitely her lifestyle choice. Maybe we could make her a real quiet-like gun.
Something that maybe silences it as it goes out. I'm sure we could come up with something. Oh, I have an idea. Yes, I have a great idea. Are you ready to bend the laws of science and magic to our whims?
Oh my god, I live for it.
Very well then, and he pulls his goggles and puts it on. He looks at you, Alonzi, and he marches off towards the bench there, grabbing his bag.
All right, I'm gonna reach into my tinker tools and grab my goggles and put them on and run after him and yell, "I don't know what that means!"
All right. And so the so the two of you go to work, and we kind of fade to black. But if I had some really nice 1980s montage music, I'd play it right now. Unfortunately, I didn't plan that on the playlist. So
Boo.
Somebody start singing "Eye of the Tiger."
So night continues on. Those of you that have gone back to the inn eventually, finally, get some sleep, some rest at last. And the morning breaks. And those of you that are early risers awaken to the clatter of the inn from the downstairs. The smell of food. Of course, always bacon, right? And I'll just let you guys kind of pick it up from there.
Lucy wakes up to bacon.
So Rocky's goal is to wake up a tad bit earlier than Lucy.
Okay.
So my goal is to wake up a little bit earlier than the rest of the group normally would. And I'm going to head down to the bar early. And I look at the barkeep and go, I would like to purchase all of your bacon this morning.
All of the bacon?
I think I would, yes.
Well, I mean, make a persuasion check.
I'll cast my cantrip that gives me a die 4 on an ability check here, so.
Okay.
And then a die 4 on top of that.
12.
So.
2.
12,
10.
10.
Okay.
I mean,
And just to remember, just to remind all of you as well, you did receive a blessing from Sergey on the last session, so all of you actually have 3 inspirations, so keep that in mind.
Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to pay you for the bacon. I want to purchase it. I'm very hungry this morning.
Hungry. How hungry would you say?
I'm fairly hungry enough to probably eat all your bacon this morning.
Say,
Ooh,
hungry enough for
you know
10
what?
gold?
How about I do you one better? I'm going to
Okay.
give you 2 gold and take none of your bacon. But you can't give any bacon or sell any bacon to the little cat that comes down here in a little bit.
Is this some kind of joke?
Yes, that is exactly what it is. She was mean and she threw her boots at me last night and then told her friend that she didn't do it. So, I know she loves bacon. I just think it's fair. One good joke deserves another. Surely you'd be willing to help a stranger out. And I'll hand him my 2 gold. I'll put it on the bar.
Alright, but if she causes too much of a stink, I'm gonna shove a bacon in her mouth.
Oh, that'd be even better. 10 points if you slam it in on her. Deal. I'll give him my 2 gold. I'll let go of the gold. We didn't
Takes
have
it,
this
Puts
conversation.
it in his pocket.
Rocky's gonna go, this conversation never happened. And then turn around and say, by the way, I would like to purchase some bacon and a drink. Up a little earlier than I want. Jeez.
Find a place to sit. We'll have him bring it around.
Sounds good. Thank you. And I'll go sit down and wait for the rest of the group.
Okay. So yeah, so Lucy, the aroma of bacon, it penetrates your nostrils.
Bacon?
Smells good.
She does a trick where she like rises out of the bed like stiff as a board. Just at the sound of bacon. Smell of bacon. And she's gonna get up and go downstairs.
When I see Lucy coming down the stairs, Lucy, come on over. All right, got us a table.
I'm gonna find a different table to sit at.
When she sits down, Lucy, no, I got you a chair over here.
Barkeep, sir. Bacon, please. And pancakes? And
Pancakes, no problem, love, but I'm afraid we're out of bacon.
But I can smell bacon. He has bacon over there.
I'm gonna eat a piece of bacon and go, just put my hands up like I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, apparently he bought all the bacon.
He bought all the bacon? Lucy's just gonna turn around and stare at Rocky. Rocky,
Lucy,
why did you buy all the bacon?
I don't know what you're talking about, but there is a chair over here for you if you'd like to come sit.
Lucy's gonna walk over that way. Is there bacon in his premise?
There is bacon on his plate.
Lucy is gonna take his bacon plate with her mage hand. I'm not even get close to him.
I'm gonna jump after my plate trying to grab my... Wait, what are you doing? Give me back my stuff! Thief!
So the
I
mage
thought
hand
you invited me to share.
grabs the plate, pulling on the bacon, and then you, Rocky, you reach forward, grabbing the bacon or the plate, trying to grab on it. You guys are kind of playing a little bit of a tug of war, and kind of back and forth there as the bacon kind of rolls back and forth on the plate.
I'm gonna grab the bacon off the plate and let go of the plate.
If I can't have it, no one can. I'm gonna throw it.
Lucy! Calm yourself. We are in public. Such a wildcat sometimes.
The plate goes smacking against the wall. Hey! No roughhousing. It's a bit early for that.
I agree.
Yeah, easy there, Rocky.
What's that?
Easy there. Throwing your plate of bacon into the wall like a maniac.
I'm gonna take a piece of bacon and I'm gonna wave it at her. Just because you throw boots at me in the middle of the night and blame it on me, and now you're gonna try to blame the plate? Wrong. Bad kitty.
Bits of grease fly back and forth from the bacon as he shakes it.
Lucy's gonna go back to her table and wait for pancakes.
Lucy, this bacon is delicious. I want to take a bite of it. Would you like some?
I'm just gonna knife into the table.
Just clutching a knife under the table.
Scratching the tabletop.
I'll give you a piece of bacon, Lucy, as I take another bite.
So what are the rest of you guys doing while those escapades are going on downstairs?
Silvara's coming downstairs, all ready to go.
Grant's coming downstairs.
As Sylvia comes down the stairs. Want some... Never mind, I know you don't eat bacon. Renard, bacon?
Some floor bacon?
Renard's not there.
Oh.
Dran is there. So Sylvie, Dran, and Ginger are all coming down the stairs now.
I'll hold up my hand that has the bacon in it. Anybody want any bacon? I think they may have ran out this morning, but I got a couple pieces left. I'll give Ginger some bacon. Lucy, sure you don't want some bacon? Say, Rocky's the best, and you can have a piece of bacon. Come on.
Lucy's just gonna get up and go to the blacksmith.
I'll turn around to Ginger and Renard and just kind of hold my hands up to shrug on the shoulder. I don't know what her problem is. Ah, bacon.
Rocky likes Renard so much. He just thinks about him all the time.
Oh, yeah. Keep
Even
forgetting you're
when
not
it's
there.
there.
Rocky, have you ever tried biscuits?
Oh, those are delicious too.
Breakfast biscuits are my favorite.
You know what's really good? I'll take. You got a biscuit that you're offering, or?
Sure.
I'll take your biscuit. I'm gonna pull it open. I'm gonna put a piece of bacon in between the biscuit. Shut it. Bacon on a biscuit. Fantastic. And I'll take a bite of it. You should try it.
She'll take a little bite.
I'm gonna look at her when she does. Pretty good. Pretty good, ain't it?
Oh my gods, this is the most amazing thing I've ever had.
Thank
What's
you.
this called?
This is what we call. I don't know what we're gonna call it. What do we want to call this? I've never really heard anybody call it anything. I just always throw bacon on a biscuit. The B&B, the bacon and biscuit.
I love it. B&B. I can't believe I'm eating animal parts, but it's so good.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Does
Yeah.
all meat taste this good?
I am not going to respond to that, but this is really delicious, isn't it? Meat is normally pretty good, but well, let's start with just B&B. Let's have another biscuit.
She's gonna look for some honey maybe to add to it.
Ooh. I'll look at. I like your style. I like your style. Yes.
But I was thinking, and she says through mouthfuls of B&B, maybe it's time for you to be the bigger person and mend things with Lucy.
I tried to give her bacon this morning and she was upset. I may have bought all the other bacon first, but I tried to give her some bacon. She doesn't know that I bought all the bacon, though.
I don't know what it will take to soothe her, but perhaps, I don't know.
Look, I've been looking out for her. I gave her a bath. She was really stinky. She got mad. I reserved all this bacon this morning. Offered her bacon. She got mad. Maybe she's just a mad kitty cat.
I do not know her well enough, unfortunately, but maybe I can talk to her and
You know
ask.
what? Maybe we should give her a B&B.
That sounds like a great idea.
Deal. We'll make one and... Alright. You can hang on to it. That way she won't know it's from me. And we'll go from there.
Okay. So she'll wrap it up in a handkerchief and put it in her satchel.
Perfect. Alright. So... we give Lucy the B&B. Maybe she'll quit being such a mean kitty after that. I don't know. I mean, do you think? What's up,
We
you
lost
crazy?
our
Good to see you,
internet
bro.
connection, So we have no DM at the moment.
Correct. I just was telling him I will delay us professionally. I mean, all right. So, yeah. Also, I know we got to go meet over at the blacksmith. Has anybody seen Renard at all from last night? Anyone? No Renard? Anybody seen him?
No, I
Sup,
didn't see
Callie?
him
Sup,
return.
be
I assumed he
crazy?
stayed the night.
Good to see you, fellas. Feel free to ask, talk, hang out. I'm delaying while the DM lost his internet. I didn't hear him. I didn't hear any other gunshots, so I don't know. I'm a little nervous. I mean, geez, surely him and that officer wasn't up all night, right?
I would assume such intricate tools take a while to make.
You think? I don't know. I mean, when I cast my magic, it comes from the heavens. I think, I pray, and my God gives me the ability to do what it is I need at that moment. So, I don't know how those guys do what they do. Never have seen or messed with it, so.
Who do you worship?
You know, that one guy. The guy of slaughtering bad guys. Jump on the call, and the blue what? Do you mean like the blue logo, or what? I guess I'm curious. Yeah, so, I don't know. I guess we should probably gather everybody together and slowly head over towards the blacksmith. We're going to need to get the mirror and get everything ready to go. Plus, I do worry about Lucy. I don't like the idea of her out there on her own. It's never a good idea. One, I don't want anybody to ever mess with her. And secondly, she knows how to get herself into trouble fairly well.
You're right. We should catch up to her.
Oh, yeah, you're clear. Go ahead. Matter of fact, you can knock out a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I say let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can catch up to her and give her the B&B as a peace offering, and maybe she'll be a little bit nicer from now on.
While we're walking, what do you think we should do with that mirror? Should someone take on the appearance of Strahd or someone else?
I think anybody turns into Strahd, we're all going to get killed. We should probably grab Ginger and Dran, by the way, too. Or they can just catch up to us. You think they'll even notice we're gone?
They'll probably come shortly. We could wait here at the doorway.
All right. So I'll hold up there at the doorway with you, and we'll just kind of chat. Look over at Ginger and Dran. Come on, let's go. I don't know how long it is. I'll have to look it up and see. I can tell in a second here, Callie.
Brand's just sitting there eating whatever pile of meat.
Normally, if you hold your cursor over it, it'll tell you how long it is. But mine's not telling me right now. I don't
Do
know
you
why.
eat raw meat or cooked meat, sir?
Cooked.
I think we all pretty well eat cooked meat. I mean, I don't think any of us are crazy savages. But
You could probably cook it yourself with your breath.
you have a fair point there.
That takes the bit out of me.
Yeah, but how cool would that be? Oh, hey, look, here's some food. Oh, here, look, I'll cook it. It's kind of handy.
It is useful from time to time.
Did we ask you how you got into this area, Barovia?
Searching for somebody.
All right, Callie.
Ran into somebody. Here I am.
Matter of fact, you're on buffed up. Pretty easy path in AQ, so feel free to finish it. Finish it. No, you're not unlinked.
Are there many more like you where you come from?
But you can burn some energy and move up.
Can you guys hear me?
He's back. Guess who's back?
Hey.
Back again.
Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I went and reset all the routers and everything. Let me
I was gonna say, just turn it off and turn it back on. Does that work?
I think he's safe. So yeah, me and Sylvia, we're just kind of waiting at this point.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you guys kept the show rolling.
Hey,
One.
the show must go on.
You really tried to kill us where you were going.
Okay, there we go. All right, so Lucy and Ginger have left. Evidently, the rest of you guys decided to stick around, eat a little food.
I didn't know Ginger had left.
Yeah, it looks like she made a note here, and it might happen whenever she DC'd, but she made a note here that she was gonna follow Lucy and give her bacon.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Dran and Rocky and Sue or Sylvie had just been kind of RPing, and yeah, the other shorties went outside.
In that case, I'll turn around to tell Ginger, come on, and be like, shoot, she left. Well, let's go. No sense in waiting. Dran, grab your plate and let's go. Come on, big man.
Is Arena here?
She is. She's actually kind of just hanging loose with the rest of you guys.
She kind of slumped over in her chair when the DMDC.
She lost connection. She slumps over. Irina, what's wrong with you? So you guys, now noticing that Ginger has left, you guys head outside, and you don't see them from where you're at, so you feel like they probably got a little bit of a head start on you. So off you go, the group making their way up towards the blacksmiths. And speaking of which, at the blacksmiths, we've done it, Renard. We've done it. Do you see what we've done? Because we've done it.
I can't wait to see what we've done.
Yes, I can tell you're excited. And we have done it. So, I am so hungry.
We need a drink is what we need.
Do you smell bacon?
Must be Lucy's close by.
You have a bacon cat friend, and that's amazing, and I think I want to keep her.
Well, you'll have to ask her nicely.
So, after this whole straw debacle's handled, what are you doing after this?
Well, I was thinking of going back to this here town up the road and seeing about how to become a wine wizard.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it entails, but I think I'm ready for whatever lifestyle change is required.
I think I'll be heading back to Eberron. But you said you were from there. Perhaps we could travel together sometime. Could always use a good traveling companion.
Yep, yeah, I'm in, I'm doing that.
Forget whatever else I said.
Perhaps if Lucy's available, she could join us. She strikes me as someone who would enjoy such things.
As long as you got bacon.
Oh, why? There are bacons in many, many worlds.
Yeah, I'm absolutely in. We'll see whatever.
And so Ginger and Lucy now are kind of rounding the corner, walking around, and I did smell bacon. Is there any left?
And Lucy quickly shoves the last piece in her mouth.
He looks a little downcast as he sees that strip of dead pork slide between your mouth.
Sorry, it's all gone.
Well, maybe next time.
Yeah, when you see that big rock guy, ask him if he's got any. He seemed to have a lot this morning.
Bacon, did he?
Yeah, a lot of
Something
unused bacon.
That rock guy that you should know. His name's not actually Rocky. My horse. My horse is named Rocky, and he's a little mixed up. His name is actually Stilts.
Oh.
That's right.
Yeah, he hit his head.
Interesting name.
He's a tall fella, so yeah, that's what he's called.
But real long legs. They're not real legs.
Two kobolds in a coat.
What do you got for us? Lucy rubs her hands together.
Well, we're glad you asked. Looks up at the artificer. Aren't we? We're glad she asked, right?
Of
Lucy's
course we're
gonna-
glad.
Lucy's gonna sit in the middle of the blacksmith area like it's a presentation.
Are the rest of your friends coming?
Mm-mm.
I mean, most of the coolest ones are already here. We just need Ginger.
Ginger's here. She's with me.
Oh, God. She is such a good rogue.
Isn't she?
Ginger, I didn't even
Very
see.
stealthy. Yeah, all the important ones are here.
Okay. All right then.
Where's Irina?
Oh. I'm surprised you let her out of your sight, to be honest.
Doing stuff. She could have stayed if she wanted to.
I think I saw her at breakfast. So she made it through the night at least, and Lucy gives a thumbs up.
Yeah, she's got a gun now. Her odds have improved.
There are more self-inflicted injuries with firearms than...
Well, I ain't shot myself with it yet, but I've shot lots of other people. I mean, only in self-defense.
You shot a horse.
Yeah.
That was an accident. Just like the other thing that no one remembers.
Yeah, but they should be along.
The point is, none of that was self-inflicted.
I guess. Come on, gimme.
All right. Okay. Do. So, do you see?
That's me?
Do you like to see what I did with your instrument?
Yes.
Okay. And he reaches around behind him and takes out your ukulele. And you can see that there are now arcane runes etched in on the sides of it, kind of like in a very expert way. Looks very nice. Just adds a really cool accent to it. So you're gonna like this, all right? I've used my ability as an artificer to infuse it with magic.
What's it do?
Are you familiar with the spell Charm Person?
Not at all.
Well, in that case, how about I show you? He takes it and he thrums a few notes on it. Renard, he kind of sings it into a voice. Be so kind to shine my shoes.
Right away, Mr. Artificer.
You have to make a wisdom saving throw. Apparently it has advantage.
What's this?
Or I have advantage, or you have disadvantage.
Wisdom, you say?
Yes. Instantly, Renard snaps to attention as this effects of the spell take over him. And he methodically walks forward and takes out a cloth out of his pouch and begins to shine his shoes. See there? And as you look up at him, Renard, you just regard him as a friendly acquaintance, and you would probably do anything for this whimsical man.
May or may not have already felt exactly like that.
Yeah, probably didn't take much. Okay, that's enough.
Lucy clapped excitedly.
He snaps his fingers in front of you, Renard. You just kind of come to, and as you do, you realize that, by George, that thingamajig made you charmed for a moment.
Whoa! That thingy works!
Yes, indeed. So, he tosses the ukulele to you.
Can we use that to make Rocky shut up?
I can think of
That
so.
means Stilts, because the name you're not Rocky.
I mean, Stilts. Yeah, that guy.
Okay, now, a couple things about enchantments. Alright? They only have so many uses per day before they have to take a little rest, if you will. So, I'm a big fan of the number 3, and so you should be able to get 3 enchantments out of that per day. Now, just a note, just for you, when you use that, you have to be able to use a verbal component to it. So if you can't talk or silence or something like that, you won't be able to activate the spell through your magic, through the instrument.
Okay.
So, and of course, you know, if it gets destroyed or broken, then the enchantment would end as well.
Sweet. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome.
Great.
I have no doubt you can get into much trouble with that.
She starts tuning her ukulele.
Careful now, someone might be charmed. Yeah. Cleared his throat. Right. Anyway, Ginger, catch. And he throws an item to you. And as you stretch out your fingers, you catch a ring.
Okay. What's it do?
Put it on.
Put it on.
You disappear from view.
The ring.
Guess I wouldn't know that I disappeared, right?
No, you wouldn't. Unless you look at your hands.
Ginger, where'd you go?
I'm right here.
See, I thought you said Ginger was here. I told you she wasn't.
Guys, I'm right here.
I can still hear her talking. I remember her voice just like it was yesterday.
And after,
Back off.
and you shimmer into view. Ta-da!
No, that's a nice little trinket. Let me guess, works 3 times a day.
Nope. Infinite use per day. However, it only lasts for about a minute.
Well, I guess after it disappears, though, you can just put it right back on.
Yes, it's kind of like my own devising, kind of like I might be able to make it a little better. I didn't have a whole lot of time, but I thought, why, a stealthy rogue could use something of that effect. So it's kind of like a, for lack of a better term, we'll call it a minor ring invisibility. I might be able to make it more powerful. Perhaps we can, if we have more time in the future. But for now, when you place it on, the ring will make you invisible for roughly a minute. Afterwards, you'll kind of come back into view. Then you'll have to place it back on. And I believe it's infinite in use. I didn't put any type of limit on it. It's, you know, just kind of time-locked. So just use it wisely. Be careful. You know, be mindful of where you're at. I'd hate for it to go out on you at the wrong moment.
Seems like the secret would just be to be out of sight when that ends.
Well, thanks, mister.
Of course. Anything I can do to make it a little easier for you and the things coming
I
forward.
was adjusting all my NCOs and
Okay,
stuff.
let's see
Looks
here.
like everything's
And I
set to me.
believe, Renard, you already have your wondrous firearm.
I sure do, but there's a problem with it.
Oh?
I think a gun this nice deserves to have a proper name.
I suppose it does.
Billy. You should call it Billy.
So wait, I'm just taking care of my
The rest of
NCO
the group
stuff.
has
and
just
then
come
I'll
up,
square
and now
down.
you hear Lucy shouting, Billy. So the rest of you kind of step into view, and you now see the artificer kind of standing in front of everyone, like as if he's conducting some type of display of some sorts. And like I said, Lucy's yelling Billy.
What about Margaret? That seems like a good one.
I don't know. Billy has a better ring to it than Margaret. You got anything, Mr. Artificer?
Let me think for a moment. In the meantime, it seems your friends have arrived.
Oh yeah, those guys.
Call it Rose.
Did you say Rose?
Yes, Rose.
Rose.
That's a wonderful suggestion, my dear Ginger. However, I was thinking Bad
Bad
Wolf.
Wolf. Yes.
Oh my god. That's the coolest name that's gonna get me killed when Tyrael hears it.
If you want to call it Bad
I knew
Fox, I
it.
suppose that's acceptable as well.
No, it's Bad Wolf. I'll reach behind the counter or wherever it is and go ahead and pick it up so everyone can see it.
Yeah, go ahead and describe it.
Alright, I didn't know if the DM was describing it or me.
No, not at all. You made the gun.
This is gonna be a rifle. It's a Renard-sized rifle, not really a tall person-sized rifle, but it's a rifle to him. It's black. It's got kind of gold trim around it. It's kind of gets bulkier around the muzzle, or sorry, I'm not a huge gun enthusiast, but the place where the bullets come out at the front kind of gets big, like a Warcraft gun. Is kind of disproportioned. And at the very front of it, it's got a little thing made of tempered glass that looks a bit like a magnifying glass. Maybe it's a cobbled together scope, you can probably surmise. And it's got a strap, so Renard can, carry it over his back, which he holds it up so everybody can get a good look at it.
That's a fancy weapon. How many is, I don't know what they're called, but how many things can you fire out of it?
Well,
Bullets is the word you want, bullets?
DM,
Yes.
are you making it exactly the way it is off of the suggested guide, or is there any differences?
No. We'll just use that. Be fine.
One thing, then. It holds exactly one.
But, as you can see, I have made one little adjustment here. As you can see, I've adjusted how it reloads. It'll be pretty quick to get it back into place. And he kind of shows you right here a little adjustment. You fell asleep about halfway through its creation, and so I decided to make a few minor tweaks. Not to say your design wasn't fine, but it just needed a little touch. And so he shows you now where the loading mechanism, where normally you'd be able to just kind of like put one in and lower it down. You can see now that it kind of loads up, and you should be able to fit 4 in at a time, just with a quick load.
All right.
Give it a little bit more firepower.
You are quite the impressive artificer, Mr. Artificer.
I am the artificer, sir.
So out of characterly, can he do like how many shots before he has to take an action to reload, or?
Sounds like
4.
4, right? So 4 shots and then an action.
Okay, cool. And what is the damage on those bullets?
You want me to reveal all my secrets out of character?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you don't have to. I was just curious if it got bigger, like bigger damage than the pistols.
Yeah, it's better damage than the pistol. It also has a significantly better range.
Sweet.
News.
Yeah, in my little because this is a it's a bit of a homebrew. It's the closest thing to an official homebrew that there is. It's made by Matt Mercer, the gunslinger. And in there, he described about 6 different guns that he kind of recommended to be given potentially to the player throughout the adventure. And this is one of them that I like best.
Awesome. Did you say it's bad news, basically?
It's Musket is the name of it if you're looking at the gunslinger sheet.
Okay.
Yes, it's probably pretty much bad news. I think that's bad.
Rocky's gonna say, now that looks awesome, my friend.
Hey, a man of good taste. Well, he mumbles.
That looks top notch, man.
Well, you'll get to check it out in action before you know it. The way our lives go.
Sounds like it. Tends to be the case with us. With that being the point, we also need to start thinking about what we're gonna do.
Still, you're here.
I'm gonna turn around and look. Keep looking. Stilts, you're up.
Bills, don't be ridiculous.
Renard, Foxy. Are you telling me more pet names? You're so sweet.
You know Stilts is your name. It always has been.
Yeah, no. Just what you like to call me, oddly, but let's see what we got. What's cooking?
I do like to call you by your name. You are definitely not wrong.
There's something wrong with you, Foxy. No wonder Irina refuses to take you out on a date.
And speaking of creation,
Twitches, his tail twitches.
speaking of creations, Rocky, don't you have something special to show everyone?
Yes.
Get that in your pants, buddy. No, not here.
No. Look. Check this out. And I'll reach over to Sylvia and... All right, let's do it.
We'll pull out this wrapped package, and this wrapped like small thing, and hand it to Rocky.
We'll unwrap it and go. This morning, we created greatness. This is what we call the B&B. Now this is the normal version, and I'll go over there and I'll put it on the table. And I'll pull out a knife, a dagger, and cut it up into pieces. Everybody feel free to take a bite. Lucy, one bite.
Nah, I'm good. She'll just wave him away. She's still playing her ukulele.
All right. Everybody else, feel free to have a bite. And this is the version that has just a touch of honey also on the biscuit. And then we'll cut that one up. The bacon and a biscuit. The B&B.
The overseer walks over. Oh my god. And he grabs some and throws it right in his mouth. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, so good.
Tried the bite with the honey. It's just a touch of sweet with all the other deliciousness. It's amazing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Renard. This is so good. I'm gonna give him the real thing, okay?
Yeah, at your discretion.
Thank you.
Man, he saved your bacon. He's just got munching on it. Here we go. And he hands you a set of bracers. So he reaches into his pouch on the side there, which with your discerning eye, you have a suspicion that pouch probably is bigger on the inside. And he pulls out a set of bracers as he's kind of munching on it, kind of drops them in your outstretched hands, Rocky.
All right, I'll hang on to them.
So,
start putting them on.
Okay. So, he kind of licking his fingers a little bit. So, Those, I have named them the Bracers of Invulnerability.
Nice.
Once per day, you can just not be hurt.
I like it. I like it.
So essentially, just to give you an idea of how they work, basically, you can declare after a attack roll hits you,
Mm-hmm.
or when you would take damage, you can activate that effect once per long rest, and it will basically make you invulnerable to all damage for that one move,
For
whatever it is.
that instance.
Yep. So whatever that source of damage is, be it magical, physical, jump off a cliff, whatever, you're invulnerable until it's over.
This is awesome. Renard.
No.
Shoot me.
Oh my god, I thought you'd never ask.
We're gonna try
Irina.
these things out.
Irina
Alright.
jumps in. I'd like to help.
Wait a minute! Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. You see Rocky scoot back?
I haven't even shot my new gun yet, so this seems like the perfect opportunity.
Okay, wait. Before you use it, you have to determine a word of command. So, what do you want it to be, and we'll set it.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh. And you see Rocky now step back and kind of think.
While he does this, I'm gonna kind of walk out from under this little blacksmith awning and stand out in a clearing where I can heft this big rifle up and get ready for him to walk out there with me.
Wow. I'm gonna look to the group. Any suggestions? This has gotta be epic.
Stilts power activate.
You know. Man. How about I don't wow. I've never
Just
thought
yell, "Don't hurt me!"
I mean, what about Bubble Hearth?
What about
It's morphin time.
How about fair enough?
what if we just said I don't think so?
Talk to the hand.
Yes.
Just
Lucy.
be careful. If you make it too common, you get by accident.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's a good point. Good point. What if it's I know. To activate it? No, we can't do that. This is bad news. I don't know.
Yeah, what about...
That's it. This is bad news. That's perfect.
I like it. I like it. Let's do it.
Done. All right. And he taps on it. This is bad news, he says into it. And the bracers kind of shimmer, just a light glow of energy. And, okay, fire! He yells at the two of you.
All right.
Irina shrugs, empties her gun.
Renard will lift up his rifle while she's doing that and look down the scope at Rocky, pull the trigger, and it's gonna be just such an explosion, like a it just kind of rings out and probably some birds fly off a roof somewhere. This is the kind of noise that echoes through this place.
And Rocky, you are hit with a hail of gunfire, and you just watch as they just kind of ping off your body as this magical energy just kind of like seems to absorb the kinetic energy of the bullets as they strike you, and as they hit, they kind of like strike and then kind of ding, just kind of lightly bounce to the ground, all smashed in.
Yeah. So as I hear the gunfire, and I know I wait that split second, and I'm gonna go, "This is bad news!" In a scary, oh god, like what was I thinking? And then it's all gonna hit, and I watch it all fall on them. Oh my god, this is awesome, Renard.
All right, hold on. At the same time, Rocky says, "Oh my god, this is awesome." Renard looks at his gun and says, "Oh my god, this is awesome." At the same time.
Oh yeah. That's awesome.
Oh wow, this thing is so loud. I love it.
You're gonna need me to silence that from time to time, my friend.
I guess we're gonna need your spell for that.
Yeah, I'll help. When needed.
You know what we really need? What I've been thinking, and I don't know if we can come up with anything like this, but considering I could shoot this gun from pretty far away, isn't there some magical way or otherwise that we can all, we can all talk to each other while we're not in the same place, maybe?
I might be able to come up with something too.
I mean, I might live to regret hearing your voice all of the time, no matter where I am, but also it could be useful.
It's fair.
Okay, well, let's keep this little train going. I've got a couple more things to pass out, and then you all have a date with the abbot. Dren, catch. He throws you a leather wrapping.
I'll grab it and stare at it.
Wrap it around the hilt of your great sword.
I'll wrap it around.
So as you do so, the leather material fuses to the hilt of your sword in the handle. So it's no longer removable as it kind of bonds to it. And your regular greatsword, if you search in the compendium, you now have a vicious greatsword. So go ahead and add that. So basically, it is a 2d6 slashing weapon, but on a 20 or higher, or not higher, but on a 20, your target takes an extra 2d6 slashing damage.
Oh shit.
Ooh, what was that?
Drop my phone just on my
Oh.
keyboard. I'm safe.
And last but not least, the wondrous and whimsical Sylvie. I see that you could possibly use something to keep yourself a bit healthy. And so, I give you this ring, and he presents it to you. And it's a golden ring with leaves kind of like enveloping the sides of it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Excuse me.
It is. And so if you search in the compendium, you will find a ring of regeneration and add that. So this thing's pretty cool.
Remember.
So, I'll just tell you what it does out of character. So basically, while you wear that ring, you'll regain 1d6 hit points every 10 minutes, provided that you have at least 1 hit point. And if you lose a body part, the ring would cause the missing part of you to regrow and return to full functionality after so many days.
Like a plant or a lizard, yeah.
Plant.
So if we're ever trapped somewhere and starving to death.
We can eat her. No, wait.
You have an arm.
So, just remember, all magical items created by the Artificer are specific to the people that I make them for. So there won't be any flippity floppity and wibbly wobbly switching and such. Each of you have your own specific thing for you all. Except for the mirror. The mirror is for all of you.
But mostly for me.
So, now, are you all ready to go?
Oh, you mean to the Abbey? Like right after Stilts used up the one charge of his thing? We should go there?
I didn't think about that. God,
Time's
so
wasted.
cool.
We may not need to fight, depending on what happens. Are you coming with us, Sir Artificer?
Oh, no. That is not really my cup of tea. I have a few things to handle here.
Will we see you again?
I have no doubt you'll see me again.
Alright.
That's fantastic. Don't forget me when it comes to, whimsical adventure time after all this is over.
Lucy's gonna go up
Oh.
and start shaking his hand. Thank you.
You're welcome, and he picks you up and hugs you.
I'm gonna dive into that hug as well.
Okay.
Well, this is happening.
Hug time!
I was about to think about shaking his hand, but as I saw them hugging, I'm just gonna run up and hug his waist so he's hugging her.
Group hug.
I'm gonna group hug! Come on, everybody, let's get in here.
Oh, Sylvari will go hug him too.
And so there's this big mismatch of arms and legs grabbing in various ways into this big, large familial hug, and afterwards you all kind of pull back, and he looks at all of you. Be safe. Be careful.
Thank
You
you.
too, big guy. You too.
Hermione's dad. Thanks, Dad.
Renard, don't forget to make sure that Irina is properly equipped.
Oh yeah. Did she get anything?
Yeah,
Is it rude of me to ask?
I did draw up some designs for something. I wasn't sure if we ever got around to it.
Is it like a personal thing?
I mean, it could be her personal thing.
I'll cover my eyes.
Rocky's gonna start giggling. It wasn't me this time. Wasn't me this time, Foxy. That is all her.
So, the gun that you guys actually created for Irina is identical to the one that you're using before.
All right.
So your standard weapon that you were using before, she now has that.
Well, I will go up and give it to her.
All right. So she takes it, and so I have to give you back the other one.
Why don't you just sell it? Maybe buy yourself some decent armor.
Oh, she needs armor? Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I kind of sketched something up. I'll kind of show him what I came up with, but it was some kind of armored trench coat thing.
Armored trench coat thing.
What's up,
I can
monkey
see you're
honey?
good at naming things.
Yeah, let's say it says that on the sketch.
When you
Armored
coming
trench
over to
coat thing.
SJ1, bro? Step up to the plate. Let's go.
I'll see what I can come up with, and I'll leave it at the end. In the meantime,
Come run with me.
he reaches inside of his never-ending pouch and pulls out a leather armor tunic. There you go, throw that on. And he tosses it to Irina. And she kind of just catches it and almost drops her gun, and then kind of grabs it. There you go. That ought to give you a little bit of added protection. Alright, so, off you go. It's time. Go on, go on.
Come.
And kind of points in the general direction towards the Abbey.
Bye, Dad.
He just kind of shrugs a little whimsically and kind of goes back around, pulling his goggles back over his face. So you guys kind of all look at each other, kind
It's
of look at your
off-season.
various little gifts, and
Make the move.
All right, that'll work, and wander around.
Make the move. It's the
Jeez,
off
next time
season.
we're gonna have to get that guy something. I feel like we came ill prepared.
Maybe we'll find something interesting in the Abbey. Not that I'm saying loot it, but you know.
Oh yeah,
right.
it's cool. You can just say loot it. We're all good with that.
Well,
Yeah,
Oh, wait, I got
Irina
something
kinda
for him.
shrugs. Yeah.
Lucy's gonna run back and give the artificer that tiny Irina doll that she took.
Aw.
What's his face?
What's this?
We thought we should give you something in return. So,
Not creepy at
Here.
all.
Huh. Interesting. The likeness is uncanny.
to who?
The likeness.
Who does it look like?
Does it not look like Irina?
Oh, I mean, I guess it's got like legs and stuff.
Oh. I
Well,
see.
thanks.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
Bye. He puts it in his pouch. It disappears.
Did you say he disappeared?
No. The pouch it disappears into the pouch.
Into the pouch. Gotcha.
One less thing in my bags.
All right.
Still try to be more like that guy.
Awesome? Yeah, I would agree. We're pretty awesome, me and him.
Well, so, speaking of awesome, what's your awesome plan for how we're gonna sneak into this here Abbey place and, you know, with the not us dying part?
To be fair, I haven't thought about it. Has anybody?
We should scope it out. I mean, if there's just guards at the gate, can't somebody impersonate the abbot?
I mean, yesterday's plan was to go in as wedding dressmakers or some such.
Yeah, I've seen your ability to try and deceive people, and I don't think all of us will pass that test.
I'm a paladin of Bahamut. I was going through the front door.
What's that mean?
I think he said he liked it in the back door, but I'm not real sure. Something about being-
Should.
All right, Tyrael number 2. He looks at Dran. What's your plan then?
Trying to go in through the front door.
Okay, but like looking like what? You don't mean just walk through and be like, I'm a paladin, I code to evil things, like the other guy. You're just like the other guy, aren't you?
Oh, I'm a paladin. I'm here to see the abbot about
I
evil.
knew it. Every sentence starts with I'm a paladin.
Then let's make him a paladin. Why not make him look like Tyrael?
Yeah, I was just thinking I might look like Tyrael, but I guess he could. That makes sense. They act alike.
But like, what if they're together? And you would just have two Tyraels in the same room.
Well, we just need to get through the front gate, basically.
I think someone should disguise themselves as the abbot, unless he's at the gate.
Yeah, right. I mean, you're worried about seeing a second Tyrael, but that's the same problem.
Well, how do you know the guards at the gate know who Tyrael is?
She's got a point.
Everybody. Can't forget that guy once they've seen him.
All you saw was him shaking hands. Who knows where he is now?
I wonder if we can look like bigger or smaller things than ourselves. And besides, the artificer said this only works 4 times, and there's a whole ton of us here.
Didn't they say something about people going to the Abbey all the time as acolytes or something?
I think you have to be more or less invited for that.
Ginger can go invisible.
Good point.
I could sit on top of another building and shoot inside if shooting's needed.
Lucy would like to go do some,
Why
I
don't we
want to
go?
say espionage, but that's not the word I want.
Why don't we go do some recon and see
Reconnaissance.
and see what we have? How many people are coming in and out? See who gets invited in easily, and maybe we can come up with an idea at that point.
No. Just be like a guard.
Seriously, why don't we just go through the front door? I could be an envoy from my temple.
We could split up.
Dun,
Pretend
dun, dun.
pretend I'm one of their beast guys. One of their beast monsters.
Well, I'm thinking, if nothing else, what if a couple of us look like guards, somebody that we see constantly going in and out, and the rest of us could hide in a wagon or maybe
Wagon
some-
would be good. Maybe somebody that needs to go through with a wagon, like a wedding dress guy. But I do not volunteer Lucy for wearing an illusion because he said you have to concentrate.
Or
What do you say?
we obviously, so we don't have to lie, have saved the wine, brought wine back to the area, and have been known to transport wine. Therefore, we are wine transporters, and if we had some barrels, I'm sure we could put a little bit of wine in them and say we're transporting some wine in for the upcoming wedding.
Yeah, but did he ask for it, or are we random purveyors of wine?
I have a necklace of
Selling wine?
I have a necklace from the
You could be a
Raven Group.
wine wizard.
Exactly. Bringing them
Alright.
a wedding wine as a gift. You guys are small. You could fit.
But maybe don't mention the wedding, because I don't know if that's been officially in that. I don't know. I think the guy asked for a dress, right? I don't think the wedding has been an announced thing.
No, we
Maybe
can always just say it's an early gift. Or we're just delivering wine. Either way.
Yeah.
One of us
wine
could be the
people.
Burgomeister, maybe?
Well-
Say again?
One of us could be the Burgomeister
And to visit the abbot.
and bring him wine. Knows about the search for a dress.
I definitely think we've got a lot of options.
If the Burgermeister is even welcome. Maybe you should ask him if he can even. I don't think he goes in there.
Dran's walking.
Hey, I'll go keep an eye on him. You guys
Lucy, use your charm thing and make Dran not do what he's doing.
Nope, I'm gonna follow him. And watch what happens.
Use your charm thing in yourself and make neither of you do what you're doing.
Lucy's gonna follow Dran stealthily and see what happens to him.
Right, Renard's gonna bolt and be not seen.
I mean, I don't even know where we are right now.
Right? Are we right outside this place? Where the F are we?
Where are we?
Did we lose our DM?
I don't think so.
I'm still here. I'm
Oh.
good.
so we were walking right out of the blacksmith, and
Yeah, you guys are headed down, and Dron is just he's just gone. He's headed that direction there. Lucy, kind of, well, I guess you're stealthing as much as you can as you're walking across a road.
Is it just like an open, completely open area, like nothing?
Yeah, you're just in the roads outside on the town there. I mean, basically, you just head that direction.
Are the guards where they are? Like, there's no guards at the Abbey. Oh, the Abbey gate is up at the top, right?
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to go up. So you're gonna have to go kind of leave the town partly and head up.
Okay.
So it'll take you a couple minutes to head up there. You see nothing from where you're at right now. You're just basically in town.
Okay, I'll just follow Dran until I see a guard ahead, and then I'll hide.
Okay.
How many minutes would you say it takes to get from the bottom to the front door?
Probably roughly 10 minutes or so.
Okay, at some point, I'll go invisible when there's no guards around, and it lasts for an hour.
Okay, so you're using your own personal invisibility spell?
Yes, I prepared invisibility today.
Okay. So you're following an invisible form. Lucy's just basically walking after him with a tree branch in front of her face. And so, okay, so those three are gone. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I mean, they're just walking down the road, but we're pretty far away from that place at this point.
Yeah, it'll take you a few minutes to get there. Are you guys just gonna go with them? Are you gonna keep it a distance?
I'll continue to go. I'm gonna look where Sylv went. I'm gonna be like, what just happened? Well, okay, well.
She'll circle back and whisper to Rocky, I'm right here.
Where are you? I hear you. But I do not see you.
Touch his hand.
Okay, this is a little creepy. The wind is grabbing my hand, or it feels like the wind is grabbing my hand. I'm really kind of weirded out right now. Wait a minute, are you invisible?
Imagine what else I could touch.
Rocky blushes and says, we should probably go. At least for now. We are out in the middle of the open.
She could touch that in the open and nobody would know but you.
Ooh, that could get interesting.
I believe that's still a felony.
Borovia, perhaps.
All right, let's go. I'll just stand back a little bit. Sylvia, can you just tell me if you notice anything?
Will do.
Bonus points on how creatively you get my attention. And then Rocky will take off.
Also, you could send Tyrael a message, right?
I could. But I'm trying to think if I have to know where he's at.
Is it sending?
Yes, I think so. I'm gonna go back and look.
I think it's if you know what they look like. Of course, we don't know if he's evil Tyrael yet or good Tyrael.
Send a short message to any creature with which you are familiar. Creature hears the message and they can respond immediately. This one is sent across. So yeah, I mean I can technically at any point in time. I gotta be familiar with him, which I mean, I guess technically I am. I mean, we know each other. I don't know how familiar you have to be with them in order for them to get it.
That might be a DM call. I don't know.
And I don't know that I would really want to reach out to Tyrael right now. I mean, if we think he's doing something not ideal, we may not want him to know we're even coming. Now, for now, let's move on and see what we can do. So,
Hey, do you think the guards are employed by the Abbey or by the town? Lucy came back because you guys took forever.
good question.
I bet there's maybe Abbey guards and town guards.
I like the idea of posing as the Burgermeister. I don't think then anyone else needs disguises. He's like the boss of the town, right?
I just didn't get the vibe that he goes into the Abbey.
But don't you think any guard in town would do what he says?
Not Abbey guards. Now you gotta assume that this priest or Abbey guy or whatever he is the real guy that runs this place. He's the power here. He's magic.
So all the guards report to him, you think?
Some of them. I assume, yep. I don't know. We can just all hang back and see what happens to Duran and go from there. Improvise.
What is our plan when we get in there? Are we gonna fight right away? Sneak around? Do we want to talk to the abbot?
That's the thing. We've been talking about making decisions as a team, only the new guy doesn't seem to be on that.
Yeah. What are our goals? Are we trying to save your friend? Savari!
I'm right here.
You gotta save Zelda.
She's right
Figure out
here.
what?
Is that why we're going in?
I'm gonna gently tug Lucy's tail. Hi, it's me. Yes, I want to save Esmeralda, and there was another woman in there that looked like she needed help.
So the hero stuff, eh?
Well, I'm a sucker for women in distress, I suppose.
Rocky will go. Is that
What?
so? Is that so?
We came here looking for this sun sword.
So all of you guys, as you're all kind of talking here, you are all like slowly but surely meandering your way up towards the Abbey. It's just this banter is happening as you guys are progressing. So the road from this village kind of climbs above. You can see mists on the sides of the ledge there. You can see the Abbey kind of perched above you, kind of looming, and you can see a light dusting of snow covering the trees and the earth around it. The gravel road you're following slowly passes between two small stone outbuildings. You guys can kind of see them right in the distance there. To either side of which stretches about a 5 foot high, about 3 foot thick wall. You can see that it's been made with jumbled stones, kind of like hastily mortared in between them, kind of give it a kind of a haphazard look. You can see blocking the road right there where it would go inside these are two iron gates. They're attached to the outbuildings by very rusty looking hinges, and they appear to be unlocked at your distance there. You don't really see any big major lock hanging from the door. They just kind of almost, there's a little bit of a swaying almost on one of them.
Maybe we can just walk in.
We can always try.
Bernard, if all else fails, just turn into the abbot. But I guess none of us know what he looks like. So that might be hard.
Great idea, Luce.
Just turn into a beautiful woman.
If only you had the artificer to change into the abbot so you'd know what it looked like.
Just turn into him.
Sylvie could look like Esmeralda. Any of us could look like Tyrael.
Did you say the door was ajar?
A little bit.
When
Where's-
I
They're
see
iron
up
gates.
to it,
Draining it.
To this door, like standing right next to it.
So it's basically two large iron doors. There's like bars, like a gate.
Did Dran make it to the gate yet?
Yeah,
Did he go through it?
don't know. Dran?
Bran is stopped at the gate waiting for everybody else to catch up.
I am not going close enough to the gate where someone looking at me would realize I was headed.
So Dran, as you're standing there in front of the gate, you can see that the stone abbey kind of all around is this just large, huge building with a courtyard. You can kind of halfway see where it's open, and then you can see the other building towards the outside. It's quiet, a little unnervingly quiet. You can see that the two wings of the abbey are joined by about a 15-foot high wall. You can see belfries protruding from the rooftops on the closer north wing, and you see a chimney further along that has gray smoke kind of going out.
Seems pretty quiet.
Do we see any guards up top?
Make a perception check.
Seems oddly quiet, like way too quiet.
I mean,
Like somebody cast their spell again.
So, Sylvia, as you're kind of looking all around and watching, you catch a little motion up on top of one of the side, one of the gates, because it kind of like the posts of the gate kind of go up, and now you're looking a little more closer, you can see it's kind of like a guard tower, and you catch the movement of a cloak, like a dark green splotchy cloak, just kind of catches your eyes up top, briefly.
I will message to Dran with my cantrip. Guard in the watchtower.
Guard from where I am.
What did you say, Dran?
Can I see from where I am?
So you kind of peer up, looking up there. You don't see anything at the moment.
I'll walk directly up to the gate.
You hear kind of a noise coming from the left side, not the one where you saw where she indicated someone was at. You hear a noise, kind of like a noise, almost like a dog kind of grunting.
Can I see the noise?
I'm sorry?
Can I see what?
Sounds like it's coming from above you on the left. So I'm going to show you guys real quick, like a new map.
The new map.
Oh God, what if all the animals broke free and it's just like spider dogs in there?
All right, can you guys see?
It's still black for me.
It's black.
Why is it black for all of you?
no, I
It's-
can see.
Got a slit through the middle of it.
I've got black.
So some of you can see and some of you can't see.
Maybe it's what part we're supposed to see and not see. I don't know.
Mine's all black.
Scroll down and zoom
I'm
out.
blind. I zoomed all the way out. Oh,
Oh.
I zoomed way too far out.
That's because you're not there with us. You're token somewhere else.
Okay. Now I can see.
You can see?
I can see the map now.
Okay. Can everyone else see?
I
Dran,
can't see.
The scroll down on the map, Sylvie. Just
Yeah.
dynamic lighting is in effect, so some spots may not be visible.
Correct.
You might be behind a tree.
Bottom left is where everybody should be on the screen. Tell me if you guys see. Can you see now, Dran?
I'm reloading. Give it a second.
Okay.
Nope, I still have nothing but black.
Okay, hang on.
You might be.
I got an idea.
Is this token too close to the gate or something?
Can you see now?
Now I can.
Okay, who else can't see?
I can't see. This is Sue.
Okay. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay. Is anyone else blind?
I think we're
Everyone
all
good?
good.
We got visibility? Everyone
I
can
think
see?
we're all good.
Okay. Alright, I assume everyone can see then. Cool. Alright. So, where your character is, Adam, to the left there, is where you hear the sound coming from.
See anything through the gate?
Nothing through the gate, but it's coming from above you. Lucy, make a perception check. You smell wet dog.
Does the abbot have dogs?
I don't know why.
Somebody's got a dog around here. I can smell it.
We know they have lots of animals in here, so try the gate, Dran.
Me not, dog! You hear a voice yell from above.
Oh, my apologies, sir. Can I see anything?
No.
What? I all I can hear is your voice. Maybe if you came out and spoke to us out here, I could, I don't know, remedy my error?
Me am great wizard, no can show.
A great wizard that we can't see? Surely you have invisibility then?
You hear a voice from the other side. Shut up, Otto.
Otto, is it?
How you know my name? Another voice yells.
We too are great wizards. And then she'll do her prestidigitation, and clap, and little sparkles will come out.
So on the left side, you see a head kind of poke over the side of it, and his face is misshapen, very strange looking. The top of his head looks like a human, but his mouth is kind of elongated into like a snout, like a dog, and his left ear is human. His right ear though is large and like a donkey's, kind of like coming off of his head. He's kind of wearing this dark green cloak, and he kind of is poking his head over the side there. Hey, Siegfried, he yells across the other side. It true, they wizards. And you see on the other side, a head begin to kind of pop out as well, looking down at you. And you see the other one is left side of left side of the face of this individual. It's kind of like lizard-like. You could see tufts of gray fur, and between those tufts is like a pale human skin. And upon closer inspection, this looks like maybe it's a woman. You can see her eyes are a little more rounder, and one of them is feet, and you see a hand kind of like grip over the side. And one of the hands kind of resembles like a cat's paws, but with thumbs. And you hear a kind of a gruff voice kind of coming out this form. They not wizards, they trickers.
Trickers? Never. Now, Otto, you look like a good boy.
Otto am grown man.
A good man, yes. Perhaps you could tell us what's going on in there?
The master am having court.
Oh, and he left you two fine people as gatekeepers?
We are guarding.
And what excellent guards you are.
Otto, you talk too much.
Perhaps you could come down here and show us how great you're doing as guards.
Otto looks across there at Siegfried. Siegfried looks down at you. What you here for?
We're here to see the abbot, of course.
Did Abbott call you?
Why, yes, of course he did, because we're... And Lucy looks around at everybody.
We're here to deliver the goodies.
Yes, for the big event.
The event.
Surely you know everything that the abbot knows, and
all the event that's coming and why all that is going on.
And he would, of course, tell you about our arrival. Surely you haven't
unless it's a secret. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe we've said too much. These guys probably don't know. And that's why they're not letting us in.
That's right. They're probably just lowly guards.
Don't say that about them. It's not their fault that the abbot didn't tell them. Don't do that to these guys.
Make a deception check with advantage, whichever one of you would like to.
I will. I don't know what your role is, but
I'm just a +1, so
okay.
Nice. Yeah, I mean
they am here for special event, Otto says. Siegfried cocks her head to the side. I don't remember special event, but wait. Are they here?
What's up, Bruno?
Are you all here for Basilica? And she kind of stumbles over the word.
What? Yes, of course.
Shh, Lucy. It's obviously they're not 100% sure. We can't tell them anymore.
Oh, right.
Don't.
You know how it is. Hush, hush with these special events.
Yes, and you know that if they know, they can't say that they know. They would just have to, nod their head and be like, okay, everybody, yes, quickly in, and I mean, don't get them in trouble. Don't get them in trouble.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
let's get in, and we won't say a word to the abbot about this.
Correct. We will tell them that you did a perfect job of maintaining the secret that surely they know. Surely the abbot did not tell them. You know what I mean?
Two of them kind of look at each other, and they're kind of looking at you guys. They kind of nod, kind of like a bit of a knowing look on their face.
Yeah.
And then
you
hear shuffling of feet as both of them appear to be looking to make their way down.
I'm going to start waving for, come on. Let's get everybody in before somebody finds out. We already almost ruined the surprise. Shh.
Look professional.
Get in line. Shape up over there.
So as you guys hear the shuffling of footsteps and slowly, kind of like a painstakingly slowly amount of time feels like it passes as the two of the creatures kind of finally come into view. And you now can see more of Otto as he kind of limps into view. He's pretty short, about 4 feet, just 4'8", 4'7", as he kind of hunches over. And now that he's kind of come into view, you can see a little bit more of what he kind of looks like. You can see that his arms and hands appear to be humanoid, but his legs and feet look like kind of like a lion's. You see a donkey tail swishing behind him. And his wool cloak kind of does, it's covering him, but it looks stained and just kind of gross. Siegfried, now that she's kind of come into view there, you can see that she's kind of wearing a gray cloak that kind of covers her body. And she's kind of looking at all you still with kind of like a bit of scrutiny. Just, she's going along with this for the moment, but you just feel like she's just looking at you a little closely.
Lucy's gonna pull out her ukulele and cast Charm Person on her.
Okay. So, let's see here. I have to make a wisdom saving throw, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Against a 14.
Okay. Okay. It failed.
She is my slave.
And so your effect takes over her, and she kind of, you see her mouth kind of split apart in a bit of a grin, and you can see these crooked, jagged teeth underneath it. And now she's looking at you very affectionately, and she looks over at Otto. This am our friend, and she points to Lucy. And Otto kind of looks over. This our friend? And he kind of like looks at her like quizzically.
Lucy's gonna go up and put her hand on Siegfried's sleeve. Yes, we are good friends. Siegfried, tell your friend Otto that we're going to come in now. And that he should stay and close the gate.
Yeah. Otto, you watch, and friends come in.
Good call.
Otto. Okay. He kind of looks sad. And so the two of them then open the gates as far as possible, letting you all walk through. So the group kind of makes their way inside. I'm going to kind of bring you all in.
All right.
Irina kind of looking around. How long does that last again?
What's up,
I don't
Rona?
know.
Why do we always come up with these
1 hour.
commands? I'll just whisper that to whoever's closest to me. Looks like Lucy.
So as you guys kind of walk inside, you can now see, looking over to your right side, you guys see two large pine trees kind of growing out of that rocky earth there with a little bit of snow on the ground there. And you see a graveyard kind of surrounding the outside edge of the abbey there. Ancient gravestones kind of with thin crust of snow laying upon them. You can see the low wall that surrounds kind of moving around to the other side. From your view now that you're kind of up high, you kind of look around, you can see that it's very, very steep down back towards the village. Looks pretty nice, actually. It's kind of got a breathtaking view from where your vantage point is.
Siegfried, have you seen anyone named Esmeralda here?
What look like?
Silvari? Rocky, do you know?
She will whisper to Lucy, black hair, blah, 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 whatever her description is.
I will repeat it.
I describe her.
And she is described.
Oh, yeah, she am here.
Could you take us to her?
Mm-hmm.
And another man might have come in with weird glowing eyes, a really intense personality. Tyrael?
No, don't know Tyrael.
And which building would we find the abbot in if we were looking for him?
Abbott's. And she kind of points to this building closest to you guys, the smaller one. She kind of points in that direction.
Anything else you guys want to know while we have her?
Go in.
Okay.
Nothing here.
She, you want me to take you as girl?
Yes, please.
Okay. And she just starts walking down this path. Doesn't even wait to see if anyone's coming.
Lucy will hurry along behind her.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of just put you guys in kind of a line. I can move you guys around. Help you out.
Okay. Easy.
I will walk along sort of disillusioned in the back, wondering why we're doing this.
And as you guys are leaving, Otto's waving at you all.
I'll wave
Bye,
back.
Otto.
Thank you, Otto.
Sylvia, can you feel us if we touch the air that you are? I mean, how does that? And I'm gonna start like poking for her around me.
I wonder if that breaks invisibility.
Invisibility typically is broken by an action
I think it's got to be actual damage.
or an attack or something of that nature. Not
Depends on
like
how
just basic
forcefully he's
movement.
poking you.
Yeah.
I would assume he could feel something's there.
Yeah, it doesn't. You still make sound and everything
Yeah.
too, so it's not.
Yeah, I say you still make sounds. We hear you.
You just can't see you.
Yeah, and if we're on gravel, I'm sure that my footsteps are loud, so she'd try to walk on the grass.
Yeah, not a whole lot of grass around here. Most of this is dead because of the wintertime. See, as you guys are making around the curve here, you can see that there's another large gate that's right here, and it is sealed. It is a 15-foot high curtain wall that joins the Abbey's two wings there. You can see that it's locked up tight, and there are no easy bars or way to see inside behind the gates there.
Siegfried, do you have a key to this gate?
Only can come in when dinner.
How tall
See-
is that gate?
15 feet. The doors are about 10 feet tall, and they're wooden. You can see that they've been reinforced with bands of steel, kind of like to make them a little more sturdy. And to the right of it, you actually see a plaque mounted on the wall, kind of like a tarnished copper. And on it, you can see the words, the Abbey of St. Markovia, and you see the little, kind of like a little byline that says, "May her light cure all illness."
Is that like? Sorry, is that a little gatehouse next to it, or?
No, it's right here. So it's this gate.
Okay.
Yeah, it's these gates right here, and then there's a plaque on this wall right here.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I can pick somebody up.
Silvar is just going to start climbing on Rocky's back.
Oh, Siegfried is still going, so I'll keep following her.
All right, you go with her. I'll see if I can get Sylvia over this. Now,
Go with Lucy.
Sylvia, I can't promise where my hands go because I can't see you, but here you go. I'm just gonna reach up and grab her and.
Terrible idea to come in here with no plan, but at the very least, we're not separating. By God, the first person to leave, I will shoot you.
Just look
Or
over
she's
the gate.
invisible.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick her up and.
I'll just sit on him and wait to see. She's taking us to Esmeralda, right?
She's still going. You guys, that's a different gate.
Oh.
I don't think that's
Okay.
where we want to go right now, anyways.
Okay, well, she'll sit on him anyway.
All right, I'm gonna shoo them along. If the party's moving forward, I'm just gonna like shoo everyone. Go.
All right,
Go.
all right.
Go, 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 go.
I'll start walking with Sylvia sitting on my shoulders, I guess.
He probably looks pretty funny walking.
You know, it's funny.
There appears to be some sort of pressure on his shoulders, like kind of pushing down on his clothing. You see some, just kind of looks odd, as if there's something on him, but there's not.
Oh, sorry, Stilts. I didn't mean to bum you out. We just gotta stick together. Come on, go, move.
I'm on it. And I'll whisper up to her. At least you're not leaving footprints this time.
Oh, I never said I was good at sneaking.
Yeah. Let's go.
So the group continues up this way, and as you're walking by, this area through here, you hear just this eruption of sounds, like of dogs, cats, and it's a lot of sounds. Not like just a couple here and there. I mean, like as if like you go to a dog pound and you're walking by and all the dogs see you for the first time and they're so excited. Like just this this litany of animal sounds, not just dogs and cats, but you catch like the sound of like a donkey, of lizards, and just this chittering sounds, just this unbelievable like wave of these noises just kind of go and kind of ring out over all of you. And you hear movement inside of that building as your guys are passing through it.
As we're passing by, hear this movement, I kind of want to just quietly cast Good and Evil.
Okay. Nothing that you can sense illuminates or lights up.
I'm going to keep concentrating on it for 10 minutes.
Okay. So, you now see a gatehouse kind of sitting there to your left there. Its door is kind of hanging wide open, and just kind of glancing by it as you go by, you can see a bunch of bags of like seed, it looks like fertilizer and things of that nature.
Nobody's in it though.
No, you don't see any people.
What's this little stone thing over here to our left?
It's what I just described. It's like a kind of like a gatehouse, kind of like a garden. Just you see tools, fertilizer, things of that nature. So you guys go ahead.
So it's just like a garden shed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's wide open, like it's like no lock or anything. It's just kind of hanging there. The door's kind of hanging open.
Okay.
I mean, if I stick my head, is there anything in there more interesting than tools or whatever?
No, with just a kind of a cursory glance, it just looks like basic farm implements.
Are there windows on it?
No, it's a very small building.
Okay.
Cool.
As you make your way between the two buildings there, you can see nestled between the rising and plunging cliffs are four kind of rectangular garden plots. They're enclosed by about a 5-foot high wall of like mortared stones kind of all around the outside of them. You see two lifeless scarecrows kind of stuck and sacked nearby, kind of on either side there. As you kind of walk into it, you see a couple of rabbits kind of scamper off into the bushes there, and to the other side of you can see the east wing of the abbey. It just kind of looms over the garden. It's kind of glancing up at it. You can now see that the windows up high appear to be shattered. They kind of give it like a dark, disturbing look just as you're kind of glancing around, kind of getting the bearing. You can kind of see a door up there, up high, kind of into like an edifice. And now that you guys are kind of right there, you can hear more of those sounds, those animal sounds kind of coming more openly through that window and door frames that are open up high. But standing in the center of the gardens, not too far from where you guys, some of you saw her from last night, you see a woman with long black curly hair, dressed in like a red overcoat and a red bandana kind of tied around the top of her head. And she kind of looks a bit startled as all of you kind of walk into view.
Before we approach her, can I'd like to lead Sigfric into the garden shed gate.
Okay. And I'm actually going to show you this as well, this picture of her, so you guys can kind of see.
Does she have a pirate leg?
You do notice that it would appear one of her legs is made of some type of metallic substance. And she...
super cool.
Her rapier is sheathed at her side, and she kind of just glances at you guys in a sidelong way. And you're still invisible, right,
try to scramble off of Rocky.
Okay. So yeah. So basically, she sees you. You just reappear in view. You're just literally sitting on top of some tall guy's shoulders.
What's up?
What? Who are all of you?
That's not important right now, Esmeralda. What the hell are you doing here alone?
I'm making acquaintances.
Someone's in trouble.
With the local dogs?
Where is Van Richten?
Busy.
Busy? Busy? That old fool? What is he doing that's more important than this?
What exactly is this that you're doing, Esmeralda?
The abbot. He must be some sort of demon working for Strahd. Have you seen his handiwork?
I've heard of it, unless you're referring to these people here, this person here. Zigfrick.
Mongrel folk. That's what they call themselves. Mongrel folk. Everything you see, they used to be human.
So he's making these animals? Animal people?
It would seem.
To what purpose?
That I haven't ascertained. I've only been allowed out here. I've not been inside the Abbey proper. He
it's on the way. It's on the way,
this
Marco.
far, and said he'd be meeting with me. It's been 2 days,
Lucy
and he
just
still
locked this person
hasn't
in the
deemed
shed.
me
She's like,
worthy to come
oh,
out
thanks
and
for
speak
helping.
to.
Come on over here. Now, close your
I'm
eyes.
not going to give it much
Sit
longer.
down here, and
At this point, she's gonna misty step off of Rocky close to Esmeralda and say, well, before you killed my familiar, this is what we discovered. And then she'll tell her about the strange woman she saw that was injured and looked weird, and that that we were gonna go in and, like, I guess, confront the abbot.
I see. And so, Van Richten sent these people with you?
DM, remind me what town did we meet everyone in? It was Valiant. And I don't know if I was privy to the conversation where he said he was gonna look for something. The tome.
Oh, well, I don't remember who was doing either.
Tome of Strahd.
Yes. So I think you heard some of that, and if not, he might have said a little bit to you. You might have picked up a few things. I see. So he's already going after the big game. He's an old fool.
how you been,
He's not
Marco?
strong enough to face Strahd. We have to make sure that those that work with Strahd are defeated. We have to cut off his allies.
Well, are we so sure this is a minion of Strahd? Perhaps this one is enthralled, or we can determine this if we go meet the abbot. But first, I would like to see what's in this building, and if we can free any of these poor innocent animals, it might cause some kind of a diversion where we can slip in to see the abbot.
I have it on good authority that Rahaden has been seen here.
I don't know who that is, DM.
No, you do not know who it is.
Who's Rahadin? Lucy would just say that. Lucy, full of grace.
Looking at all of you. I believe introductions are in order. My name is Esmeralda Diavenir.
I am Lucy, the bard. And then I'll do a flourish.
And she looks at all the rest of you.
Hi.
It seems that the only one that the cat doesn't have their tongue is the cat.
I'm Rocky. It's nice to meet you.
I will walk around from the little shed, so I'm in sight of this person. Name's Renard, and so far, I like the cut of your jib.
She looks at you, just kind of. You are not a mongrel folk, are you?
Nope, I'm just a fox guy. Think I could pass for one in a pinch, though?
Perhaps. Could use a few more weird animal parts.
What? Oh, yeah, well, I might be able to fake that too if it, claw came to extra head.
See. The abbot. Yes.
Are you by chance Vistani?
She raises an eyebrow at you. How astute. I am Vistani in culture, if not necessarily in practice anymore.
Ah, we've met several in our journeys here.
See. Not surprised. They all do the bidding of Strahd. It's not surprising to hear. Did he bring all of you here? None of you look like Barovians to me.
Yeah, that's basically the gist of it.
See. So, you are friends of Van Richten then? Is it why you would answer my summons for him?
We're hoping, and just by coming here, we could find a way to defeat Strahd.
Yeah, we were looking for weapons that could hurt him, and Van Richten sent us this way.
See. Well, now that I have a little small army with me, I would be more than happy to kick these doors down.
Maybe we should at least try knocking on him once more. See what happens.
Sounds like a fair idea.
What do you propose?
Well, we were thinking of a plan, and then this guy, he'll poke a finger in a drawn side, just walked into this place without talking to anybody first. So here we are.
See. As I see it, there are two ways in. The front gate, she points back towards the large gates that you guys walk past. And there, and she points at a smaller sealed door right over to the right. However, I would guess, based off of the noise coming in there, that room's full of those mongrel folk. They seem timid to some degree, but I don't like how riled up they sound.
So are they locked in there?
I don't know. I tried at times to kind of see in any of the windows, but they're all completely barred.
Maybe we should just leave them alone for now.
Then I was just thinking, if things didn't go exactly the way we wanted, opening that door might cause some crazy levels of distraction.
This is gonna get nasty.
Just sort of a plan Z, we'll call it.
I guess. If you want to throw a bunch of innocents around, sure, go for it, Renard.
This is gonna be nasty if we get too many people involved.
Perhaps there's a way that we can help them.
This Abby guy is creating these things, right? But for what? We just don't know anything about this guy.
Hey, Siegfried. She's still. How long has it been since we got here?
You guys have been here for a little over half an hour.
Okay. Hey, Siegfried, how did you become a mongrel?
The abbot gave us what we wanted.
What you wanted? What? You wanted to be a cool cat lizard?
We're
guy?
strong now.
Are you happy?
And what do you mean by strong now?
We are strong now. Happy. And you just see like this weird look in her face. Maybe? As if she's unsure of how to really respond to that.
If you could go back, would you?
It's nice to be strong, but no, I'm not pretty anymore.
There are worse things. Thanks, Siegfried.
Just shrugs.
I think you're pretty.
She gives you a large toothy grin.
I don't know if that's true for all of them. I'm just gonna lock the door again on her. I don't know if that's true for all of them, but it sounds like they might be unhappy with the turn of events.
Who would want to be turned into such a beastly monstrosity? Says Esmeralda.
I see you've never been small and weak before.
Yeah.
Listen, the sentimentality is going to get you all killed.
Oh, she's right. So maybe we should just leave.
But lack of sentimentality will turn us into monsters like them, like the ones who made these creatures. I feel like if we can help some, we should.
Listen, I'm not unfeeling towards their plight, but know this. We are in a demi-realm. Dark powers control it. Strahd has lived for centuries. Hard decisions must be made if he will be ended.
Sure, but maybe we can do it without destroying a bunch of people along the way. We at
I
least
have no intention of genocide or slaughter.
we at least owe it to him to try.
She kind of gives you a slightly dismissive shrug. Again, I'm not looking to harm innocents, but we do not know what power the abbot has over these creatures. They seem kind enough, but who knows at the snap of his fingers they don't turn to snarling, ravenous beasts attempting to eat all of your sentimental drivel.
And they might. He didn't make these things for nothing.
Exactly. Trust will get you hurt. Killed. Be wise. Sylvie, you're too naive.
And you're too impetuous, and that's probably how you lost your leg.
Whoa.
You see a flash of just this red kind of go across her face.
Rocky's
A little
gonna
bit
do one of
anger
those.
Just kind of clouds her eyes.
Rocky's gonna
You
do
would
one of
be
those
wise not to speak of things you do not know about.
I would remind you that you are an apprentice to Van Richten. You should start to act like one.
Oh
He
snap!
called me his apprentice still?
Oh snap!
I can tell you this. He and I have not crossed paths in some time. I thought perhaps his expertise might be of use in this particular instance. I can see clearly that I've wasted my time as usual.
I don't want to fight. Esmeralda, can we just visit the abbot and then you can go your own way afterwards and we'll see to the animals?
Nor do I wish to fight with you, but I wish for you simply to have your eyes open. I am here to kill the abbot. It is obvious he has some sort of magical control over the populace. Some sort of deviltry is at work here. And what he's done to these people is unforgivable.
And if he's been turned or enthralled, would you be agreeable to freeing him rather than ending him?
And she kind of walks by you and she smiles, just a little bit of a bittersweet one, and she kind of like just kind of pats you on the shoulder. Sure. If he is not of his own mind, I suppose we can help him reach it again.
I would do the same for you.
She kind of nods. All right, front door, back door. You, she points at Dran. You look more of a front door kind of guy. Am I right?
Or
Yeah,
remain.
Choose your words carefully.
Vote for the front door.
There's one for the front door. What about you, Foxy?
I'm more of a stealthy approach, but I don't think we should split up. So, I guess front door is it?
That's 2 for front. Big man, she looks at you, Rocky.
I'll go with the group. But I'm going to trust Lucy and Savari. So, Lucy, what do you think?
If we don't have to involve the others here, the better.
I agree. I don't think it's fair to drag others into this.
No. And I know what happens when people oppose us.
It wouldn't end well at all.
Then it seems that we're agreed. We'll knock. Politely, she looks at Sylvie briefly. But if they don't answer, then we'll knock hard.
So, yep.
I'm with you.
Good. Have your weapons ready. I suspect this won't be an easy ride.
That's what they always say.
And she kind of weaves her way through all of you and begins just heading straight down the path towards the front door. And that is where we will call it.
Woo.
Wow, what a crazy one. Well, crazy night. That's fair. All right. I'll be right back. There it is. That's the end of that episode. Wild night. We had the group going all over the place. We started out, we went to the blacksmith. We seen, Irene. She's starting to train. She's trying to get ready. And now all of a sudden the group's kind of figuring out what are they going to do. We go to the blacksmith's tent, who is actually rented out to the artificer. We got a lot of cool stuff. I got those cool bracers, basically, that let me cheat death once a day, which I think is amazingly awesome. Followed up with Lucy getting a charm person spell on her instrument. Ginger getting a ring of invisibility. Renard, aka Foxy, getting a sweet new gun. So it's pretty wild to see all these things coming into place, and what's going to happen, and what are we going to do, and how everybody's going to handle it. I know I forgot some of the magic items there, but my point is, a lot of neat stuff happened. We're now in the compound, in the Abbey, or in this little area, and now it is time to see what's going to happen. Is this going to become a slaughter fest? Are we going to be walking in here and just slaughtering people because they don't know any better? I don't know. It'll be an interesting spot to see where the group goes from here. So, again, right now, Rocky is kind of out there. He knows what he's doing. He knows why he's doing it. Strahd must go away, but it's just such a wild event, and slightly distracted. so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully things go well, and Rocky can continue to get focused and maybe find a way to help make sure that we take care of this. So with that being said, I am getting out of here for the night. I do appreciate anybody that watches this and coming in, hanging out with us. We greatly appreciate it. You guys take care, have fun, and as always, keep on gaming. I'm out of here. Adios.